Happy Monday. Really just hope today's live stream is going to be a drama-free one. Well, guess we'll have to see. I'm okay. I feel kind of still doubting, questioning myself because of the stuff that's happened from a month till I guess till last week. So I'm just hoping I want this. I hope today's is going to be drama free and worry free. I don't want to deal with drama, so we'll see. Which is I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I cause drama and worry free stuff to happen in this live stream, so it makes me more. I don't know. It's just a lot. So I don't even know what to say. I was telling my ex because me and him are, honestly, our relationship is like best friends, and I would consider him my second. I do consider him my second best friend. So I was telling him how I was starting to doubt myself because of everything that's been happening, and like I don't really like. I don't know. I don't trust myself, my decisions now because of this whole situation that happens. I'm like, I don't. It's a lot. It's actually kind of annoying that one person has caused me to doubt myself because of their behavior. Like I don't even know what to say about that. Um, I know you said the same thing he said, but the thing is, when someone makes you now I don't know when someone is being real, it was an actual real person or not. That's like I don't like that. I hate that. Like, I don't know if someone is playing with me or if they're being honest. I guess that's like I hate that. I was thinking about how last week. How do I know if that person could have been a real person and we could have blocked them for no reason? And like that's the one thing that makes me upset. Like I don't know if that was a real person or someone messing with me. Like that's fucking annoying. That's really annoying. Like I've been thinking about it constantly. Been thinking about it enough. It's like I don't know anymore. Like I know. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get like the concept of like purposely trying to fool somebody and then basically making them question like the in my brain. I'm questioning my decisions now because of it. Hello. So yeah, I don't even know what to say. But I will say thank you. Thank you, Nick, for um for everything you did then last week. Appreciate all of that. Like I don't even know what today's stream should be about. But just technically, people, what they tell me, let me know what you guys want. Do you want it like to be that's a talking session, like questions, like um. Yeah, I don't think honestly. I don't believe you can always trust yourself because sometimes people's decisions are flawed. So I don't believe that. My instincts, I trust them, but then now because of this whole situation, I don't. I trust my instincts, but then I don't trust them at the same exact time. So I don't even know. Um, I literally, I got nothing. Um, but doesn't mean I'm gonna change anymore. I kind of like feel like now I have to. Feel like now my brain, like when I hear someone that pretends to be a celebrity comes in here, then my immediate thing will be block. I don't know. That's what I'll be the immediate thing response I want. Which is sad I have to say that, but because I never thought I'd actually be in a situation where I have to actually say that because some people pretend to be celebrities. Like what the I never in my life thought I'd encounter something like that on the actual live stream in my actual coming into my real life. Like, what in the, I don't even know what to say about that. Oh yeah, it is winter over there. I totally forgot to use that because it's almost summer here. It's so weird. It's so weird. Good point. But I hope everyone's having a good day though. Thinking if Huck comes in here, I'm gonna tell him thanks for what the response he gave me, and also Mildred, thank you for your responses. I meant to say that. Thank you for your responses for those video topics. I appreciate you. Um, for those. And I already thank my cousin for the responses she gave me. Yeah, I'm not saying who, like, people won't know which responses are each one of theirs, so it won't really want to matter. I'm just saying thank you to people who have given me responses. Because I never, in responses, I never label names, so the only person response you will know is mine because I give out my name. You said officially, oh wow, because it's all, I think that, is it 22nd or 21st when it's summer here? Oh wow, hello. Your name Lark, is it like the bird, a lark? I'm just asking a question. You said what topics? I was looking for responses for blindness, blindness is not. I have my responses for deafness is and deafness is not. I got responses for that for myself and someone else. And then blindness is and blindness is not. Two topics I have any responses for. I didn't have responses for that one because I don't know any people that are blind. I know people that are deaf. So I have responses for those, and then deafness is and deafness is not. So just gotta write those ones up for deafness is and is not for ones I just got. So we'll see about that one. Those are response videos, and I would not like the definition, but if that's only, well, I would like responses from people that are related, people that have people that are what did I say? Oh yes. I would like responses from people that are related to, like, have relatives that are blind or deaf. Like I did one because I know people that are deaf. I did responses two different responses based on one, based on a relative, and then the other one was based on a teacher who was deaf. But like other people did responses based on people they knew personally that were blind. I don't know anyone that's blind, so I couldn't respond to that one. So yeah. And yeah, you could message me them, like under, I do have a spot where you can write. No, I do not respond because that person wants me to respond. I'm not responding to stupid shit. Oh, and thanks, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you S because I don't know how to say your name. Thank you for that statement. Oh, thanks, Mercy, and hello. And thank you, Nick. And fuck that person. Back to the thing, because I get mad, and you see it, I can get mad really quick. I have temper. Is that your first name, Mercy, or is that just like your, the name you like? Because sometimes people put their name, and sometimes people don't. Just asking. Where am I from? I'm from the U.S. From Maryland, specifically, if you're asking what state. See, I try. I have my own responses and I have other people's responses. So I did get some. Yeah, I did get some from blindness, but actually, I really got a really detailed one. You have a nice name. What was I say? I didn't actually think I was gonna get any responses. I wasn't sure if I would get any responses for those topics because sometimes I put video topics up and I don't get any responses. Sometimes I get more than I think. Yeah, I know. I know mercy means thank you. I do know that. I don't know everything about French because I don't speak French. But I do know that. Yeah, I knew your friend was French. You said you see your blind client tomorrow, but heard from a character. Oh no! I'm sorry, she's not doing well. Nick, if you can't, that's okay. Like, for my blindness is and blindness is not. I would like those by maybe. I was telling someone who gave me a response. I would like it by the end of like next week, and because I need to compile it into a video. I'm a disability content creator. I have disabilities, so this channel is mainly catered to people that have disabilities like me, and it's a safe space for me and other people. That's what you're asking, Mercy. That's what this channel is. And I know people. Some people say everyone has disabilities. That's your opinion. Nick, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, and so I don't. Actually, you don't have to answer it if you don't need to, and no, I don't put people on the spot. Good. See, yeah, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just calling you S because I don't know how to say your name, and I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I'm not doing that because I'm dyslexic on top of being autistic and ADHD, and dyslexia comes out more. Mercy already answered the question, and I'd rather you not spam my comment and my chat, please. Oh, you're curious? He's not. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not a doctor. Nick is not a doctor, but he's an awesome moderator on this channel though. Um, and he's also not gonna. He wouldn't. He may also just because he has a blind client doesn't mean he knows. Even if he had a blind client, doesn't mean he would know what. Doesn't mean he knows what they see, because. Oh, you thought he had like maybe you thought he might have thought you were an eye doctor. Call me Sai. Yeah, I can't call. I don't know how to say that. Sai. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. My brain doesn't like it. I can't because my pronunciation has no, it's not gonna work. It's not. My pronunciation won't do it. So I'm just gonna call you Sai. If it's a problem, then I'll call you S or something. And I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not. My brain won't pronounce words that it like won't let me do. You didn't say hi. You just said, "What do I do?" So, and I hate when people say "said hi." So, if you're gonna say "said hi," I'm just gonna ignore you, and I don't care if that's rude. I hate that. I hate that freaking button. Um, but most people get me. Some people don't get me, and I really don't give a crap if they don't get me because I'm still be Mariah regardless. Oh, hi, Dark Ninja. What do I do? Yeah, Don Oscar, you can get off my channel. I don't need disrespectful ass people like coming on my channel. Get off my channel. That's what you can do. Nobody wants you. No one wants you here, anyways. You said, what do I do on my channel? I'm a disability YouTuber. I share about my disabilities, different disability-related topics. I share my own experiences. I allow people to talk about their own experiences. The ones that say they're gonna like call the cops, I get concerned because I think they're gonna dox my address. Which, if that happens, I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do. And if I really will have a problem if that happens because it's not just like it's one thing that it affects me, but if it affects my family, I have a problem. With that. Oh, you help her with her. That is really awesome, Nick. And I appreciate you, Nick. You are like awesome. Like also, recently I started doing, well, I've done art since I was a kid, but I'm doing more recently, like this week and maybe last week. No, they're trying to be dicks is what they're trying to be. Like that some of these people are trying to be damn dicks. Like this one asshole, there's some assholes that come on here just to be disrespectful, try to dox. They threaten to like dox things. That's not funny to me. Threatening to call the cops is not funny, especially since some people do it out of racist motives, and I have a problem with that. Um, Funny to me is when you're actually trying to make someone laugh. Calling the cops is not funny to me. It's just freaking respectful. Um, Especially because people, especially since I watch a lot of true crime, and I've seen where people squat and dox people's address, and some people get murdered, and that's not what I'm trying to have happen here. And if that does happen, someone in my family gets murdered because of someone else, there's gonna be a whole problem. I'm not playing. I'm really not playing because I really don't. That is one thing I don't want. It's the one thing I'm concerned. I always tell my parents and my sisters I'm concerned because some people out here are crazy and they will dox someone out just because they don't like what they're doing, and it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I wasn't about to answer that, Nick. So thanks. Oh, you're from Nova Scotia, from Canada. Ooh. Yeah, it is definitely illegal. I mean, I saw this one. It made me upset. This one guy got swatted, doxxed and swatted, and he got murdered because this guy called in a false kidnapping thing and hostage situation, um and he got killed because they thought that he actually was doing what the person said. Um, I don't think it's funny at all. It's fucking disgusting. That's what I think. It's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely this really disgusting. Why don't you go somewhere else, Song Jones? I don't. Who needs you? Get off my channel. Um, you guys can agree with each other. I don't care if you agree. You said what? That's your problem. You guys can think it's funny, but I don't think it's funny because people can lose their lives in it. That's why it's not funny. You don't get more than one life. Um, and to me, people thinking it's funny if someone loses their life, that's actually not okay. Like, yeah. Oh, you called me my last name. That is my last name. Kyle, if you're gonna be rude, you can get off my channel too. I don't like rudeness. Get off my channel. If you're gonna be disrespectful, you get off my channel. Tired of disrespectful people. Who cares if you didn't act? This is my channel. This is not yours. You don't tell him or her what to do. Sick of people disrespecting other people. It's literally getting on my damn nerves. Thank you, Nick. Sick and tired of it. Like, who do you think you are coming on my channel talking about like, oh, squatting is like really funny? Maybe it's funny because it didn't happen to you and you didn't get hurt, you didn't get harmed, you didn't get terrified. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Kyle did not have no point. He didn't have a point at all. This is my channel. Thank you, Nick. I really don't. Honestly, some of the people on here, the ones that think they're funny, I bet they wouldn't think it's funny if it happened to them. Um, I totally don't think it's funny. And thank you, Nick. I really appreciate you. You're on. It's like, go ahead. Um, like I was telling Mildred the other day, I was doing I because I love art and I love sharing it, and because Mildred is one of my study buyers, like buys my art and stuff. I was telling her how I love how she loves my art just as much as I do. Like I was doing yesterday actually, I was making some new art like based on different sayings, inspiring and encouraging sayings, and I was like um hello, my brain is trying to think. Hold on. Why does this happen to me? Marcel. There we go. My brain was trying to think of how to say your name because sometimes in my brain, I even though I know how to say the name, my brain won't let me say it. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know if it's because of my anxiety or other things, but um, And please don't say said hi. Can you just say hi? I'd rather people just say, I mean, honestly, it takes longer to push the button. Oh, never mind. Nick got it. I was about to say that same statement. But like I was saying, I started doing this thing where I decided to make art out of inspirational sayings. I have other different art. I've done art based on my poems I've made and other different things. What am I gonna say? I just love art. It makes me really happy. Like it's one of the things that makes me smile. There's no filter. And if you're gonna be rude, you can get off my channel. I'm tired of having to say it. Yeah, Nick is awesome. Go ahead, Nick. I love him. He's a great moderator. But like I said, for anyone that's new, I'm just me. I'm like fully me all the time, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Those who like it respect it, and other people who don't respect it, that's fine. Then get out. I'm tired of disrespect. And hello, Garfield. Hello to all the new people that are in here. But like I was saying, I think it's important. Like my parents always say, do the things that you love, and so like, and thank you, Mildred. You're also another awesome moderator I have. But my art just makes me happy. And my dad was like, since you love your art so much, you should just do it more often. Like, I told Mildred, because she's the only one that's been buying my art steadily and consistently, I said, I'm going to start spreading out how often I do my art, because when I do it too much in one sitting, it feels like a chore. And if art becomes a chore, then it's going to make me hate it. And I don't want to hate art. It's something I've always loved. So I was like, let me spread out how often, like how many pieces I do per day. Like, so I spread it out. And she was like, that's a great idea to do. So I was like, okay. But like, for me, honestly, I think people should do things that they love every day. That are legal, by the way. I'm just saying legal. But because I don't want to be people saying where I said do things that you love, but the thing that you're doing is illegal. So no, I don't. I'm not promoting things that are illegal. Don't do things that are illegal that may be exciting. No, like um, but like what am I gonna say? Oh yes, um, I just think it's important. Like one thing actually, it's one of the sayings it's gonna be made into art. It's um, I came up with a saying based on like life is too short, so I expanded on that saying. It's life is too short, so don't wait to live it. And I think that's a really good saying, because I feel like oftentimes we just think about the statement life is too short. We don't think about how you should just live, like actually live your life. We just think about that life is too short and then try to compact everything into that one statement. But that is that's going to be one of the art pieces I'm going to make sometime, I think early July, because I'm spacing out how much I do a day. So like one of the recent art pieces I made was there's a few I made. One was based on a statement Mildred said to me. One is based on an encouraging statement that I said to my ex. He's awesome, by the way. Like hers was gratitude is attitude. Another one was for mine. I think. Hold on, let me look at it. I can literally look at it, because do have pieces of art right in front of, like, I could look at my art myself, and then I'll tell you what it says. Sorry if my voice sounds kind of weird. I think my acid reflux is trying to flare up, which is annoying, by the way. Let's see, go to my shop and then I'll look what it says. Okay, so one of them, the one I said to my ex-boyfriend was this one. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me click on it. Hold on. It says, think about something that makes you smile and get through a bad moment or a bad day. And I said something that was inspired by something I said to my ex-boyfriend. No, what did he say while you blocked it? I didn't read it, so I didn't. It's because I was not really paying attention. This is and this one is based on something I heard from I think it was either a TV show or a movie. Uh, don't back down, make yourself heard. And I think it's a really good statement. And one of the ones that Mildred bought today, I really liked. Which is I really liked how it came out actually. The art. It's you're worth it. And probably the other one she bought was today. I think it was kindness and love is all that's about was the other one she bought today. Um, if they say something rude, thank you for blocking them because I don't know what they said. And I don't understand why today's. I almost wondered did like Warren and someone else like put out a thing like let's go and hit this like troll up her channel today. Like this is like the most trolls we've had in one like live stream. Then like I don't understand. Like what is this like a new thing we're doing again? Like let's troll Mariah up channel or something. I don't quite understand. Oh yeah, and yesterday I was telling my mom and my dad and telling my mom and my dad, I said it's been 15 years yesterday. Well, from yesterday, it's 15 years since I graduated from high school, which is insane when I think about it. Because I hope that Nick, I really hope that I hope that's not really what happened. I hope Warren didn't go out there and put like some kind of message like troll. You guys need to troll up Mariah. I hope to God that didn't happen. I hope that was like a joke. You didn't say hi. I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't say that. And hello, Michelle. But I swear, I think that's what I really feel like. I feel like someone put like a message out. Let's troll Mariah over here. I swear to you, like I'm not even kidding. I feel like someone just like put like a thing out like saying let's troll Mariah. God, I'm not in the mood, so please don't let's not do that. I know God wouldn't want me to be trolled, but now Satan wants that because he wants this channel. I think he wants the channel to be shut down, which I don't plan on doing. Unless like the internet like crops out, but that's the only way that would happen. I just think it's ridiculous. People threatening people on this channel, threatening me, threatening like what the fuck. Like I've never done that to anyone. I don't plan on doing it to somebody. What's never gonna happen? That this channel's gonna be destroyed. Yeah, no, because we have an amazing community here, so I can see why people don't want it to be around because some people are just jealous. And for no reason. Yeah, I don't know what that means, so I'm not responding to that. I swear, Nick, I swear, Nick, I swear. I feel like someone put like, we need to troll this shit. I wonder if he did do that. I kind of wonder. I wonder if like someone put it out like somewhere and like all these people are coming to this channel for that particular reason. I don't know because it's weird. Like all these trolls at one sitting. Like, of course not everyone's a troll, but but it's kind of weird. Like all of a sudden, all these people like random. I wonder. Hopefully, Tori's okay. Like the other people that are like awesome on this channel are good. I don't know. Hello. What's I gonna say? I do hope Jason comes back one day. I hope he like surprises me like, oh, I'm back. I just want to make sure he's alive. Like it's not weird. Like it's kind of like with my former friend Chris. I want to know if he's alive, which I don't know. Am I tall? Not really. I'm average height, but like it's been a good. It's been like a few. I feel like it's been a few months, man. I miss him. I miss like all the people that are like so lively on this channel. Oh, thanks. You said what am I talking about? For my Monday streams for anyone that's new on my Monday streams, it's normally the community controls the topic, but it needs to be respectful. A lot of people lately, I don't know if today's stream, a lot of trolls have been coming on here. So if the people that have been disrespectful have been gotten, my mods have blocked, which I love both my mods. But my channel is normally about disability related content because I have disabilities and there are other people that have disabilities. This is also my safe space um, online. So yeah, you said the weird thing the weird thing you could never understand is you can't troll without admitting. Ew, that's creeps. Ew, why do you? Mildred, what do you have to say that? Now I'm like thinking about, oh God, no, don't say that. One thing I told Nick that I feared, because we sometimes like when in our well, at least in our messages on the comment section, I told him I fear that this Warren person, if he is actually, even if that even actually his name, I fear that he could like be one of those people that like has multiple accounts, like just stalk people. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm worried like he'd come on the channel and start stalking me. Like, got it. God, I don't want that to actually happen. I'm telling you, please. I already had a stalker before, real in online and almost in real life. I do not want another one, please. Oh my gosh, that would like petrify me. Um, like the person who I'm pretty sure we blocked. I really hope to God we have. This person, um, like we found me and Nick both found out this person wasn't who they said they were, and so we had like Nick had put him in timeout, was telling me the whole situation, and so I'm hoping they just blocked all the way. I'm hoping me and Nick also think that this person was pretending to be someone else again, and we blocked them. But I'm hoping that was actually the person and not some random person we thought was him. So far, I hadn't seen him. Hello to both of you. But I'm concerned because I'm like, what if he has like multiple accounts and we don't um Thank you, Nick. We were like, it was so fucked up, man. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but it was really. Oh, hi, Danny. You have a nice name. It's really pretty. But like, it was the most crapped up situation. Like, they pretended to like be on tour and pretended like they were on a. It was some bull ass though. It was bull. They did a whole lot of things like they pretended to be on tour. They pretended to be on a plane. They pretended that the plane crashed and crap. It was like it was almost freaking crap thing. I had already suspected after they said they were some famous person. I suspected it wasn't a real person because I looked up information after the whole thing. They even freaking went and hmm? I love blue. It's my one of my favorite colors. So yeah. I wanted darker blue than this, but yeah, no. My mom back then when my room was being painted, I was a teenager, so I couldn't get darker than that, which is fine because it's our house. But blue and red are my favorite colors. It's ironic. I don't like purple at all. It's kind of funny because those two colors make purple, but so that's a side note. Yeah. But like I said, the whole situation was insane. So it made me doubt. It's making me doubt myself to know if someone is actually a real person or not. You said how was my day? It's an okay day. I'm just ever since the whole thing happened, like it's what about a month ago till last week. Hopefully they don't ever come back ever again because I don't want to deal with that ever again in my life. Like that was the most insane thing. Because when I tell people like when I told my ex about it, he was like, "Why the hell would someone pretend to be like some famous person? Like, can I pronounce your name? I'm gonna mess it up. Oh my gosh, I'll try. Is it Nikabi? Oh my gosh, if I said it wrong, I'm embarrassed. Oh, fudge mouth. I probably said it wrong. Oh, did I say it wrong? I probably did. Oh, hell. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop saying things. I don't know if I said it wrong or not, but I'm so sorry if I did. I am dyslexic, so, and then my anxiety's not much better, so, do I play games? I'm playing this really cool game on my, I used to play on games on consoles or game consoles. I don't do it anymore. I'm playing this game. It's called there's a multiple different games, but it's one I really like. It's like a mystery game, but you have to solve puzzles to like get the next clue. It's really awesome. It's called I think it's called Secret Puzzle Society. It's really awesome because like it's a mystery game mixed with like you play puzzles to get to the next clue, so you have to get like certain amount of stars to be able to unlock things. I love mystery games. So how old am I? You're fine. I'm 33. Probably don't look it, but I am. This is why I was saying, oh, you weren't in here when I said, 15 years ago from yesterday, I graduated high school, so that tells you. You're playing a game that's similar called The Room. Oh, that sounds. I didn't tell my ex about this one because he likes paranormal stuff. Darren, I forgot to tell him. Um, oh, that's actually. That's awesome that you think I'm like 21. That's not bad. It's like that's at least that's an adult age. I've gotten way younger than that, so that's not bad. But what was I gonna say? Oh yes, I gotta tell him about this paranormal game because he loves games of it, and he loves paranormal stuff. 16's not bad. I'm not 16. Oh, thank you, Danny. 16's not that bad either, even though I don't like that. That'd be. I'm glad I can't go back in my teenage years. Hell no, that's a nightmare. Hell no. No. But which means you're saying I look 17 years younger than I actually am. I don't know how I feel about that. Only because I hated being a teenager because of stuff that happened. So that's why I say that. A lot of emotional trauma there. Um, you said it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Ooh, it's like an escape room. That sounds really cool. I don't like paranormal stuff. No, I'm good. I don't like paranormal stuff. I don't. I was playing it for another reason, but I don't really like it. So, I forgot. I was supposed to tell him about it. I totally forgot. I told myself yesterday I was supposed to text him and tell him about those two games. I think he would like. I definitely think he'd like the paranormal stuff. 'Cause he's like watching ghost shows. Yeah, that would never freaking happen. I don't no, I don't like horror stuff, so hell, if it's a horror movie, hell no. Hell no. Um you said yeah, I gotta tell my ex, yeah, that's what I said. Oh, you're from the UK. We got someone from the UK in here. Sorry guys, I get excited over things. What was I gonna say? You saw me get excited, that's how it happened. But I watch a lot of true crime, so I have problems. But you would think I like horror stuff because I really like watching true crime. Only because, and there's a reason why I like watching true crime, because I need to make sure the justice is served. Oh wow, you're so young. Oh my gosh. It's so weird. I just thought about something. You were probably you were I was either 16 or 17 when you were born, depending on what year you were you are almost an adult. My gosh. You said what state am I from? Maryland. But seriously, let's be honest, I'm gonna tell you, Danny, do not rush getting to an adult because I was like when I was your age, a good amount of time ago, I was like, let me get to an adult. Being an adult is not that great. I mean, that you can make your own decisions about certain things, but you got more responsibilities. Just saying. I'm saying it being me being in my 30s as if I were you, but I mean, because I was you at one point, and I'm so sorry for the loudness of the whoever was outside. I think that's more like a motorcycle. Thank you, Nick, and hello to Mini Swag. Even though that sounds really weird to say, but okay. You said you're playing Dead. Actually, funny thing is, I don't like horror, but I like it's weird. I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't like horror, but I totally need to go to the UK, but for personal reasons, not because someone said I should come to the UK. Um but darn, what was I gonna say? Oh yes. I don't like horror, but I can watch horror, but I don't it needs to not be too hard. Like I like funny thing is ironic. When I was a kid, I really did not like the movie Carrie, but as I got older, I didn't mind it. I will never. There's certain movies I will never watch again. Dang. Like I'm never watching. I just still can't watch this day. Um, hold on, Danny, one second. I can't watch Chucky. That crap is still terrifying. Sixth Sense, hell no, that's not happening. I can't watch those movies. Listen, Danny, you're fine. If I don't want to answer a question, I won't. You're fine. People are allowed to ask me questions. I decide if I want to answer it or not. Yes, I believe it in the Lord and God. If that's yes, I do. I answer. Hopefully that answers your question. But I've never been to any place outside the U.S. Bloody crap. I need to stop saying bloody. That's not a good. I know it's not good to say. I already know. But I got it in my head because my grandmother used to say it, so I can't say it sometimes when I get like in my you said when do I stream again? I stream every Monday at 4 p.m. and I stream Saturdays, but they're specific topics I stream on. on my Saturday streams at 12, so Monday at 4 Eastern. I don't know what, and I say Eastern because I know people live in different parts of the world. Like for the UK, it's like almost 10 o'clock over there. Like for Nick, I think it's almost what, 12? Or maybe 11? One of the two. My bad. I probably got off. If you want, sure, you can set if you feel comfortable. See, I knew it was one of the two. So you guys are about the same time. You and you and Caleb. You have a nice. Your name is nice too, Caleb. Sorry, I know you're probably Mariah. Let's be honest. For anyone that doesn't know me, I am a very random person and very impulsive. But I don't like disrespect. Oh wow, you're 3 hours behind me, Corbin. So you must be on the West Coast. Oh, thank you. That was really sweet. Oh, you live in Washington. I've never been on the West Coast. I wonder what it's like over there. I imagine what it's like, but I don't know what it's like over there. I've never been on the West Coast. Have you ever been on the East Coast, Corbin? Curious. Because we're on opposite coasts. But oh, Danny, if you want to share your testimony, you can if you want. Only if you're comfortable. And anyone that judges Danny, I'm not gonna be happy because she's allowed to. What do you mean it kind of? Wait, why does it suck? Why does it suck being on the West Coast? Is it because of time difference or what? Something else? Or is it just you don't like living in Washington, like the state Washington, not Washington D.C.? Wait, are we? I hope we're not. Hopefully, I'm not disturbing your lunchtime, Corbin. No, I didn't even think about that until you just said that. I really want to call you something else. I don't want to call you S. I want to call you something else. I don't know how to say it because I don't know how to say your name right. Oh, I don't like not saying names or it's thing because people have said my name wrong and I hate when they do it. Oh, because you live in the hood. Oh, I can see why you don't want to. Okay. Wait, you say hood as in neighborhood or hood? Wait, hood or neighborhood? Which one? Because they're different. I'm just asking, no judgment. Oh, awesome. Good for you. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, yeah, I can understand why you don't want to be in that. I can understand why you might not want to be in that. So, like, I hope things get better, though. Yeah, so guys, just for anyone that's new to my channel, I stim a lot. So stimming is typically because my emotions are really, really high. Like they're my emotions are not like typical emotions. Like people have like more. A lot of people have smaller emotions than I do. I know it sounds freaking weird, but wait, when you say a switch, are you talking about like a um bloody? I sound Australian. That's actually kind of cool. I love that you said that. I'm not Australian, but I think that isn't a compliment. I'll take it. I wish I could sound British though. Dang, it would be great because no, I love because some of my family's from there. That's why I say that. So it's not a racist thing. Ooh, good. Wait, good. Where are you? Wait. Good day, mate. Is that an Australian thing? I am not Australian. But that is kind of a compliment that you called me that, though. I mean, so that you think I sound. I don't take it as an insult if you thought it was. It's not to me because there are a few accents that I love. Oh, you stim all the time. What are you Danny? If you don't mind me asking, are you autistic like me? Are you AD? Do you have ADHD? I'm autistic and ADHD. Oh my gosh! Yay, we got another one. Yes, I'm sorry. I get excited when we get more people that are neurodivergent in here. Yes, because I am neurodivergent. I have 3 different neurodivergencies. So I know you're probably like, what's weird, but because I'm autistic, dyslexic, and an ADHD, so I got 3 different ones, 3 in one person. So, and I think they say it's more common to have like being autistic and have ADHD because they are very closely they overlap. So it's more common for that than you have OCD. That's also part. Oh, your granddaughter has ADHD. Wait, keep let's keep it real. Are you from Australia? Why you thought I sounded like I was Australian? Oh, you're dyslexic and have ADD. Oh my gosh, I have people that are like kind of in my little group. It's weird. Don't people can judge me if they want. I don't care. You wear fake glasses? Oh, oh, that I understand that. I like wearing glasses even though I don't. At the same time, sometimes I don't like wearing them. I think these glasses look good on me. Even though people seem to judge them because they're big or whatever, but fuck those people. Like I said, because people try to put people, because I put myself down a lot, and I'm tired of people putting me down. So the people that want to put me down, they can go after themselves. But that sounds so rude, but it's kind of their fault they started it. But like I was saying, I love neurodivergency, seeing it here. And also, I don't listen. This channel doesn't exclude people that are neurotypical are allowed to be on here because they can learn from neurodivergency, and also we can learn some stuff from. I've learned things from people that are neurotypical, and people have learned things from me that are I'm neurodivergent. Like it's been a like learning thing. Like people taught me things I didn't know. Like it's really kind of cool. So I'm just gonna tell you, this channel is an inclusive channel. Some channels are not very. Sometimes some channels may not be inclusive, but this channel is one. I don't um I don't exclude any disability at all because I know everyone has different. There's just a whole list of different disabilities out there. So I purposely, when I created this channel, I decided I make a lot of neurodivergency. I make neurodivergency. I share my own experiences. I share other people share their experiences. I even do like right now. I'm trying to collect responses for the topic of blindness is and blindness is not. I already have my own experiences for. I got some experiences for deafnesses and deafnesses is not. One based on a response based on a relative. One is based on response. I had a deaf professor, and I have also responses from people for both of those topics. So it's really cool, like to see the input. Like before Nick, are you there? I don't know if Nick and Mildred, are you guys there? Just quiet. I hope you guys are okay. Um, okay, good. I just want to make sure you guys are okay because I know I didn't see you guys in there, so I was making sure you're okay. Um, but I've gotten both good responses and bad responses. I've got a lot of responses related to my own experiences. Oh, no worries, Danny. You're awesome. Oh yeah, school should be almost over, so at least for this year. So that means you're about to be a senior. Seriously. One thing I will give you for advice, try try not to fall for any of the peer pressures. I know in high school like that is like a thing that happens a lot. So yeah. I don't know. For some people it's summer break, for some people it's not, so I don't freaking know. Yeah, well also have a good rest of your day, Danny. But what was I gonna say? My brain, I lost my thoughts. Um, dang, what was I saying? Oh yes, neurodivergency experience. I share them because I know there are people, a lot of people like me. I purposely, on my videos. Why are you saying Corbin? He's not leaving. No, Nick is not leaving. He's my mod. He's not leaving. He was saying bye to Danny because Danny was leaving. That's why. Okay, he's your boy. He's my boy first. Well, I'm glad, but I'm also glad you like him. What was I gonna say? What? We were fighting over you, Nick. Yeah, I was too. I'm kidding. But Nick knows I'm playing with him. Mr. Prankster out there. He tells me he's a prankster. It makes me kind of happy and nervous because I'm like, if I knew him in real life, I'm kind of terrified of what, of what he would like do. Like, what kind of pranks would he pull? Because he was telling us some pranks he's pulled. So I'm like, dude, what the heck would you do if like, I'm kind of curious how kind of pranks he might pull on his friends and stuff. So, yeah. But Nick understands. Hopefully Mildred's okay. She like stopped talking just like you did, Nick. So hopefully she's good. And I'm glad I made you laugh. That's a bonus. Laughing counts for smiling because I have this thing about making one person smile today. So technically I already did that before Nick. I made my ex smile, so and I think I made Milt just smile. So it's 2 plus a bonus of people probably on here that made it smile. So yay! You said nothing dangerous. No, I don't think you're. I never thought your pranks were dangerous. I'm kind of scared they would like be one of those pranks that was continuous. Like you, like one of those people that like do those little snake like things or hide things around the house, and then they come on and scare the hell out of you, and then you do it continuously, and like the prank don't stop. It's like a never-ending prank. Oh, I love Mariah. I just think of things in my brain that kind of just come out. Like some people get it. Some people are like, "What the fuck, Mariah? Why you do this?" But like people that get me like understand how my brain's like, "Oh well." Funny thing is, people knew that I had ADHD before I did. Like my ex knew. I don't know how the heck he figured that out. Like one of my former coworkers said, "Mariah, you totally have ADHD." I was like, nah, I don't have it. But I didn't realize back then I didn't know back then that some of the tendencies I did exhibit. Amelia Earhart. I do not look like Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart. I've seen what Amelia Earhart looks like. And if that's supposed to be, I don't think that's supposed to be an insult, but okay. I know Amelia Earhart is the one who, wait, you think that tequila? I've never had tequila. I'd probably be really, that would not work for Mariah. Mariah and alcohol do not mix well. I know. Okay, also, for anybody that's in this channel, I talk about myself in third person a lot. It's a thing I do. I like it. People probably don't like it, but I don't care. You said one of your bosses definitely has ADHD. You said you never wanted to ask him if he was diagnosed. I have no idea what you're talking about, Josh. I don't know what you're talking about. Amelia Earhart, based on what I know, I don't think she did any of that. Yeah, but if I was supposed to be Amelia Earhart, or if I'm supposed to be anything like her, I would do the opposite. Thank you, Mildred. I would be on the back of the bus because at least back in the day, that was not even allowed. So yeah, Nick, if he wants to tell you about it, if he wants to tell you about it, let him. Do not, like, I would advise you not to ask, like, because some people can be offended by that. Not that I would be personally, because I'm also Mariah. I've always known I had something different about me. I didn't always know what it was, but I mean, I didn't always know about my disabilities in particular, but I always knew something was different about me. So it wasn't as if now if he volunteers the information, that's fine. I would not advise you to do that. I'm with Corbin about this because some people are very private about what the hell am I trying to say? Oh yes, very private about their diagnosis, which is understandable because of how people treat people. Not saying you would treat him any differently, but there are certain people that would treat him like he's less than. Because there are people that do that, unfortunately. I believe like any kind of because alcohol is a drug, so I could see it messing up with your mind. The reason I was saying it is because of I didn't think you would Nick, because you seem like you just seem like a very caring guy. That's what I pick up, but I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. You seem like a very sensitive and like caring, like you wouldn't try to put someone like on edge or put them on like question someone's I don't know how to explain it. There's sensitive information. My brain's trying to figure out how to say it right because my brain is like, you can get off my channel, Trevor. You don't even know anything about him. Leave him alone. Get off my channel. Like, nobody needs you on here. I'm so sorry, Nick. And fuck that person. Like, if they want to talk about it, they can, like, if they want to talk to you about it, Nick, like I said, that's fine. But if you, like, involuntarily, if you, like, just start a conversation, like, for example, say, if it, like, comes out in random, not, like, acting, like, you could say, mate, I'm not telling you to say this. I'm not telling you to say this. You could say, I wonder if this workplace is, like, maybe ADHD friendly or, like, neurodivergent friendly. Or, do not say, Mariah told me to say this so I get in trouble for what you say. But I'm just saying, because if you say something like that, maybe they could say, I'm not telling you to do this, by the way. Okay, I'm not telling you to do this. Yeah, I've had people, I've had people fake, like I told you. Yeah, that's true, Mildred. Last week I was saying how I had someone pretend to have Asperger's like I have because they wanted to get my attention. Like, what the fuck? No. That's the one, that is very true. Mildred was right, I did say that. That did actually happen. You rather leave it alone. Okay. That's fine. I'm not trying. I never pressured you into that because that's not like something I would do. Because me being a neurodivergent, I would know. Like I decide who I tell certain things to. It's normally a safety thing. Like if you feel emotionally safe around the person, I normally admit like around certain coworkers, around some of the coworkers I had. Well, most of them knew that I was neurodivergent. They knew because I wanted to make sure they knew because they knew why I wouldn't deal with situations the same way they would. Um, for me, like, I, you don't think he'd get upset? Oh, he's really nice. Oh, that makes me even more Nick. That makes me very more protective of him, even though I don't even know him. I feel protective of people like me. I've always been like that. I don't like people because of unfortunately, because some people get bullied because of their neurodivergency. I feel very protective of anyone that isn't a neurodivergent because of that reason. Of course, it's not just neurodivergence that get picked on. Different people too, different disabilities. People with different disabilities get picked on as well. So, especially because I'm pretty certain I got picked on because of my own disabilities. I think that's another reason why I'm more sensitive about it. Um, you said you just don't want it. You said you're pretty sure. Well, he probably is aware of it. Because most people that have a neurodivergency are aware that they're different. They may not always know what exactly makes them different, but they can sense it. Like, even though I didn't know like all the stuff that made me me, I didn't realize that you're saying someone was lying. No, I wasn't when I said what I said. Someone was lying about having Asperger's to get my attention. They weren't self-diagnosing. They were lying about it. They said they pretended to be. That was some shit, okay? That was some self-diagnosis. One thing I want to make clear, self-diagnosis of any disability is not wrong. I even wrote my own poem based on my own self-diagnosis before knowing that I actually have disabilities. So I don't think that's wrong to self-diagnose. Also, we also know how expensive diagnosis is, or diagnose. I don't know how to say it. The one that says multiple diagnosis. That before also for people that don't know, before 2013, dual diagnosis it was not even a thing. You could not have, even though it's possible to have more than one actual disability, you weren't able to classify it as more than one before 2013, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, what in the world? Like, I love that you I love that you like Nick like that. It's so precious. Bye, Corbin. How come you didn't say bye to Mariah? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Nick is not the only one on here. But okay. I won't take it in offense. But let's see. What am I thinking? The point is, I think the thing about when you are disclosing neurodivergency of any kind or any disability, I think you have to be emotionally and mentally safe, feel emotionally and mentally safe with the person, because if not, they can, unfortunately, which is the most sad part about it, is if you tell someone that you don't feel emotionally or mentally safe with, they could use that against you, which is actually really sad when I think about it. Yeah. But I don't even know what to say about that. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I've literally never understood why lie about why lie about something. Well, let's be honest. It's kind of similar to someone lying about their own identity, lying about someone being someone else that they're not. I guess it's very similar in that regard, even though both of those are effed up. I think, at least I think they're both effed up. But yeah. You said you've been in a work environment where colleagues used anything and everything they could. That's, see, I'm trying really hard not to get angry. That's like making me mad. Like, I'm trying really hard to get. Nick, but you have a fan now, though. I'm glad you have a fan. You have a fan on here. Like, Corbin must be he's your fan. I think it's interesting. You think, wait, you have that? Well, I'm glad you have a fan, though. That also means that he thinks you're doing a good job, I guess, which is good. I know you're doing a good job. I don't have to say, I guess. That's what I assume he might think. I don't know for a fact. You said I don't, honestly, that wasn't really, at least I hope to God that that's what it is. I hope it's not, well, I stopped thinking that. It's all freaking Warren's fault. He fucked my brain up. That's what the problem is. It's because of Warren I got this, because of Warren, I have these freaking screwed up damn thoughts in my mind. It's so bullcrap. Defensiveness and offensive lying. If that makes sense. The lying part is fucked up, is what it is. The lying part is the most, I've never, even if I was neurotypical, which I'm not, which all of you guys know I'm not, I would never want to pretend to have dealing with difficulties that I've never had to do. Oh, hello, Devin. Nice name. But because I know I know my own personal experiences being a neurodivergent. My whole life has always been difficult. It's not like people purposely made it difficult. Like, school was always difficult from elementary school up to through college was always difficult all the time. Like, emotionally, mentally, and all the schoolwork. It was just freaking difficult. Like, if it wasn't for my mom and my dad, let's be honest, it wasn't for most people, and my freaking work ethic, how good it is, which I think honestly is probably why I'm not a procrastinator, is because of that reason, because of the disabilities I had, how significant they were, and impacting school. On one end they were good because of it made me really hardworking. On the other hand, on the other hand, it was freaking challenging because of how hard. On top of the hard working part, it was like I had to make sure I would overdo things because I was like, Mariah, you can't. I would tell myself in college, like, you can't stop. Like, you're not allowed to have breaks. You're not allowed to do anything. You have to finish this work. Like, that's literally how my brain works. It's probably it's actually why I hate food now. It's one reason why I hate food. Because food was break, and break, I cannot, like, I couldn't take a break because I need to get through school so I could graduate and all this stuff. Like, of course I did do all that. I did graduate, even though it was really, really challenging, to get to that point. The one thing I think people forget to tell people, like, in school, at least, in high school, they say high school sets you up for college. Not really. High school sets you up for thinking you're ready for college, but it doesn't really set you up for college because, in my opinion, the high school I went to, it would set me up for a community college. It did not set me up for the university I went to. That was not at all true to me because I was like this. I remember thinking when I was going into college, when I was in college, I was thinking, the high school I went to did not set me up for this. Like, all this work. Like, I thought when I took in my senior year, I had AP classes. Even the work I did then, I thought that was a lot of work. But college, on top of having college, like several college courses on top of each other, that is an extensive amount of work. I was thinking high school is like nothing compared to college, in my opinion, when it was happening. I hope my chat's not broken. Please let me know if my chat's broken. Oh, good, it's not. You said what was the most challenging part about finishing my bachelor's? I don't even know. I'm not sure how I would word it. Um, just getting through it. To me, for me, the most challenging part is going through school, having disabilities, having accommodations, having someone. I had experiences where this one person was pissed at me for because I had accommodations that allowed me to take my test in a different area. I had someone tell me, "Oh, Mariah, that's not fair. Like, what the hell do you mean it's not fair?" I should say to you, it's not fair. I have to deal with this shit, like where I have to always have these accommodations where I gotta have extra on top of everything, even though I had extra time. The crap didn't make it less stressful for me. Like, I really want to go back in back in that experience and say to you, oh, it's not fair that I have to get to take my test somewhere else. I should say to you, it's not fair. I have all these disabilities that make me have to do all these accommodations that make me have to work as hard as the hell I had to do. What the hell do you mean it's not fair? Like to me that was really I felt that was the most insulting thing I ever had. Because I remember when I told my dad about it, he was like, him and my mom, I think they were like, what the hell in their brain probably because they're thinking like why wouldn't anyone dare to even say that to you like it's not like I made my brain do all this stuff so it can't work the way it's way make things have I have to learn things in a way that is not I guess considered normal. It's more of my brain works in ways that are very how do I explain it? It's a different way of working my brain does. It doesn't work the same way everyone else's, which is nothing wrong with that. But the thing is to saying it's unfair as if I get an advantage that you don't get. The advantage is you get to take the test the advantage is you get to take the test in a setting where everyone else is and you don't have to like you don't have to come to the teacher every time you take a test and go get like an envelope from them that has a test in there and go and take it to the testing center to take it. That is what I'm saying. Have I ever had a positive experience without someone expressing? I don't honestly. And my sister actually was one a person that actually I didn't know she thought this. This was the positive experience I'm talking about. She told me after I don't remember if it was it after school or when we were in college. She was saying she admired my work ethic because like most people don't work as hard as I did. I never knew that. No one had never ever told me that they admire how hard I work. Um, not that my parents they didn't see it. They probably have said it. I just didn't. Maybe I at that time I probably wasn't aware of it. But I know in college for fact. Well, my mom and my dad were. We were about 2.5 hours in college away from where we lived, so they could call me on the phone. Both my parents are awesome. I have also an awesome family. Like, and I feel bad for those who don't get to have that. I just don't understand the resentment. What the hell? Like, if anyone should be resentful and jealous, I'm the one that should be resentful and jealous. You get to have your test. You don't have to be. In my opinion, it was always embarrassing from my personal experience, having to always give them like the accommodation sheet. Every single freaking teacher I had would have to go to the professor. It was so. I know it. Of course, it's not embarrassing. Like as in needing help. I don't think it's embarrassing at all. What I find embarrassing is someone pointing out as if I don't know I have something that makes me completely different. Like what the hell? Like that ain't right. To be jealous of what are you jealous of? You at least you get to have the thing. I don't get the jealousy at all because like if anyone should be jealous, I should be the one that's jealous because you don't have to work 15 or one thing always told my sister I work like 50 times harder than most people do when it comes to had to work that hard when it came to school stuff. I had to work extremely hard. It was not like, oh, this came to me naturally because it never did. It was not some stuff came to me more naturally than others. Writing definitely was not one of them. That is where the dyslexia definitely is. You can tell. Particularly it's when I don't. Particularly when one thing me and my people that are around me, well, my mom and my tutor when I was in middle school figured out, and I figured it out too when she gave us a strategy. She said they noticed when I could not like compile all my thoughts together, that's when there would be a problem. Like for any topic or whatever, if there was a topic and I could put it in the outline, then we're good. But if I could not organize like those thoughts, it means we're really gonna have difficulties with this issue or whatever it is. But the thing I made sure, one thing I would never say, like, just because I have, just because I am a neurodivergent doesn't make me less than. I think a lot of times, oftentimes, people assume people that are neurodivergent or have any kind of disability are less than, which is not true. You said a college, at the college you went to, there was some students that would take their test. Yeah, I think there was an option to do that actually, but for my accommodations, I needed extra time and a testing, an area where, like, because of all the noise and distraction, because I already have testing anxiety on top of all the disabilities I've got, it was better to take it in a place where like, it was quiet and stuff. Not that I couldn't. It also, the reason why I was taken in a different location was because the class would be over before I was finished the test. So that's why I was. That's the only reason why. Like, if the test was in um the classroom where it was, the test would I would have ran into the other classroom. That's why I would take my test in different locations. So say the class was like 45 minutes, and the test was supposed to be for the whole class. I would get double time, which would be 90 minutes. So point I'm making is I'd get more time than the class was allotted, so it wouldn't make sense. It would make sense that I'd be in a different area. And I always liked taking my test somewhere else because I felt so good after. Because there was this lady, I don't know, I liked her at the time. I don't know if she still works there, but she'd be like, she'd either, sometimes the test would already be delivered. Sometimes I had to pick up the test at the professor, like with the professor, because there were times I would go to their offices. Sometimes the teacher would already some of the professors would deliver the test to the thing already in the stuff, and they just give it to me. This happened for like, so. And one thing I will tell you, for anyone that's not in college yet, and I learned this, I didn't know this. For anyone that's not in college and needs accommodations, you have to actually take all this is what I had to do, at least. I don't know if it's the same thing in different states. But from when I got my testing accommodations, when I got my accommodation for college, I had to take all. Even though I took these tests as a child, probably my accommodations crossed over for middle school and high school, whatever. You have to take the accommodations again for college because of the disability office, so they have record of it. Even though I'm pretty sure on my whole transcript and stuff, it probably says I had an IEP, but an IEP doesn't transfer over for college. I don't know why. How if I know the reasoning? You said, why would anyone have a thing? Oh wait, no. I don't honestly. I think it's really cool to I'm trying to think. What else was my accommodations? It was tests, taking tests, and no, I think those were only the combination I had. They weren't bad, and then I know once a week I would talk. Sometimes I think there was a check-in point where I check in with I think there was a disability office. I remember checking in with the girl. I can't remember if she was an intern or something, but I liked her too. I don't know how she is. I never didn't stay in contact with her because she ended up graduating, and yeah. But I liked the people that I worked with. Like, the disability office was awesome. I liked it because I felt like, and I loved that. One thing is, there were some classmates I had I didn't know that they actually had disabilities, because we would pass by each other and be like, "Oh, you're going to take the test." I remember this one time it was so awkward. One of my classmates, because we have similar majors or whatever, we would have sometimes the same professors or whatever, and like, they're like, "Can you help me with the answer?" I'm like, "No, I'm not trying to be getting. I don't want to get expelled out of like school or whatever, so no." Um, but the thing is, like, I know the thing I hate about test is not really telling you if you know it, because you can know all the information but not recall it. Like, for people that have ADHD, it's harder to keep those information in your mind and recall it. It's harder. For me, being a person that's autistic, dyslexic, and have ADHD, it's like a multitude of things happening in my brain. So, like, I think test taking is not the best way to say if someone knows the information, at least in my freaking opinion. I would never do something like that. Like, in high school, is one of the reasons I got bullied was because at least when I was in yeah, actually no, it was high school, because my mom found out. I told her, because because I'm also not good at keeping secrets. These two girls were like, they wouldn't do their freaking homework, their math homework, And since I'm really good at math, at least in my opinion, they were like, Mariah, can we have your homework and get cheat off you, whatever. And so I'd give it to them, and my mom was like, when she found out about me doing that, she's like, Mariah, you gotta stop giving your homework. You have to stop giving your homework, and then that's when the bullying unfortunately started for that particular experience. And I swear it's always like this. It's always two girls. And I'm not trying to be rude. It's always normally a typically skinnier girl and then a bigger girl. I don't know what the hell that shit is about though. At least for me it was. It happened twice, in middle school and in high school. Those things fucked me up though. The bullying screwed me up, like, for real. Like, it really caused me to have a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of things. But a lot of self hatred and other stuff on top of it. Like, I remember this one time, I don't remember if I had lunch right after that class or something, but I remember I was really upset and like crying and like, I think it might have been the same day I was in. Yeah, it was the same day. It was one of the same days. Like, either they passed around something or they said something to me and insulted me, and I was really devastated. I was thinking, God, can you get me out of this nightmare? Like, the thing is, one thing I never freaking understand about bullying is teachers are around, they hear this crap, and they don't do it. That's the reason I was like, in my head, I was like, I wish we never moved here. I was like, I was probably thinking all that stuff. I was like, I don't remember if suicide attempts were really bad then. I don't remember. I just know that was that's why I don't want to go back to being 8. That's why I don't want to go back to being 16. Because I think that's when that happened. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no. It was like, I just, shoot. Like, I don't ever want to go back to a teenager. Those were the fucked up years. Like, I hate those years. Like, if I could have went from, elementary school to, like, skip into past, like, 14 and 16, I would have went right to 17 and 18. I'd been good. Because I wouldn't have those bad trauma experiences, that I had. And suicide attempts probably would have never started. Any of that stuff would have never happened. And yeah, you said you passed a lot of tests by learning the parrot. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure for the middle school, I know it was at lunchtime and it was in class. I swear, with both of those situations for the bullying to start, they're both dumbass situations. I don't care what nobody says. The first one was because I did something over someone else, which was some shit, like I said. It was some shit. And if I had known that was gonna cause that, I would have never ever did it. And then the other one was because I stopped giving the homework. Both of those were not really my faults. The first one wasn't my fault, and it wasn't the teacher's fault because I won't blame the teacher because the teacher cannot control what some dumbass bully does. Um, um, and then the second one. I ain't gonna lie, I wish the teacher had collected my homework first. That's what I wish. But at the same time, I sat right behind them. So technically, I didn't really have a dang choice between if I give them out. Actually, I could have not given them my homework, but I was already kind of broken before that even happened anyways because of the bullying before that. So I was already broken. I really didn't have, my self-esteem was not there. So the self-image was bad, really bad. Like all the stuff that you're supposed to grow like as you become a teenager and more. I didn't get those shits because I didn't get any of that because of the whole situation with the bullying in middle school and in high school. I didn't get like it was back to back bullying, so like much of the gap between is really wasn't one. I remember this one time. It's kind of sad now I think about it. It's funny because I think about it. It's sad-ish but funny at the same time. So this girl, this was back in middle school. Wait, let me read your comments, then I'll finish my story. You said they made a point not to be present. So, well, the teacher actually was also for when that was happening I will say for a 10th grade teacher. And also maybe even the other teacher, he didn't realize because who the hell would, like, what kind of teacher would ever think them giving you a task to do literally would cause someone to do this? Also, they would purposely, for sure, at least in the one for middle school, they'd make sure the teacher wouldn't see when they were doing it. They'd make sure they whispered or something. I could hear what was happening. but the teacher couldn't. And unfortunately, because I was very awkward, I am still like that. But back then, I didn't realize I was autistic. I do know now. I do suspect they could see, because I was not very much. I was not at all like most of our classmates. I stood out. Let's be honest. I was not much like um my classmates, like, and it was not an insult, and that's not an insult, it's just a thing. Now I look back on it, I have a problem with certain words being said to me now because of it. Like, I don't like being called a frog. That was one of the things. I hate that shit. um I hate being called Harriet Tubman because that was another insult that was said, not from middle school, from high school. Not that there's anything wrong with Harriet Tubman, just to be clear. um I just, when they were using insults is what was happening there. Um, you said some teachers engage in. Luckily, I didn't have a teacher that bullied me. Thank God. Oh, dude. You said that's something you. Oh, that's horrible. You went through that. I'm so sorry you went through that. Oh, and thanks. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Createx? I hope that you said that right. But I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't understand. Like, I understand that, like, some people that do bully, they went through it themselves, but you would think because you went through it, you wouldn't want other people to go through it, but sometimes it's the opposite. For honestly, I feel like I see, the thing is, my mom, I remember when I was being bullied, my mom asked me, oh, that's what I was supposed to go. Before that part, I was talking about this girl named Simone. She wasn't a bully, but she would always mess with me. So I was like, this is back in middle school. This guy, I don't know, I don't know where he is now, but his name was Axel. And so, like, she would tell me, she was like, the thing is, I didn't know she wasn't kidding with me because she would always freaking mess with me. So I'm like, she was like, Axel, Simone was like, Axel likes you. And I was like, at first I was like, he said he wants you to go out with him. And I was like, I thought she was messing with me because she always would mess with me. And I was like, no. Oh, shoot. And then I found out I found out later, that was actually a real thing. I didn't really, I felt bad for that, even though I didn't intend. I remember after finding out it was real, I was like, my mom was like, can I go out with him? She's like, no, you're only 14, so no. Which I understand now because I'm a grown adult. I understand 14 is kind of young today. Like, my mom said that we could start dating at 16, so that was just a couple of years later. But I'm glad that didn't, like, I never dated him because I was not in the right mental space at that time. So, um, no, because like this girl, I swear to you, if you were there, you would see why I said it though. Cause she would always like mess with me all the time. I'm thinking, girl, leave me alone. She wasn't a She wasn't. Listen, Simone was not the bully. I'm just gonna tell you right now. She was not the bully. It was not her. The two bullies were. I hate that I freaking remember their names. Fuck. I hate it. Their names were Morgan and Uriah. Unfortunately, her name kind of sounds like mine. Unfortunately, I hate that too. And I remember exactly what they look like, which is really kind of upsetting when I think about it. And the other two bullies, Raven and I forgot what the other girl's name. I don't really care, but I forgot what her name was. Some other name. But it's like, when I think about those two girls, both sets, I think about there was a leader and there was a freaking. I just hate that she has part of my name in her freaking name. Is what I hate. But back to us saying, um, I'm not gonna insult her name though, because she's not her. I'm not gonna insult her name because that's not. I ain't doing that. I'm not stooping to that level. Like, because she did something to me, I don't just doesn't mean she deserves it done back to her. I just don't like her name. My name is partially part of her name as well. I was gonna say. Um, I will say I hope they've grown up from that crap. Both sets. I could have sworn. I could have sworn. I don't know for a fact. Because I think I blocked out what the girl looked like for some reason. I think I did because of trauma. For high school, I could have sworn I ran into one of I swear I told my mom this. Like several years after I had needed my transcript from high school for something. Several years after we had graduated from high school, I think it might have been when we were home from college or something. me and my sister, I had gone up to the high school for like the transcript, and I could have sworn I came across hello, I'm okay. I could have sworn I came across one of my old bullies. I swear I could have that, or it was either that or no, it was. I swear, I think her name was like Cornelia, something with a C. The girl's name was something with a C. I can't remember her bloody name. I don't. I think my brain blocked it on purpose. Um, she was a couple years older than me. I think she was around Nick's age. I think she was 2 years older than me. She was a year or two older than me. The two girls were the ones from high school. Hopefully they weren't in Nick's year because I don't want them to be attached that year. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Because I feel like even though Nick doesn't know them, I feel like it's insulting. I know that's weird. But I just think I don't even though they do all that crap to me, I don't want any harm to come to them or their children or their grandchildren or any of that crap. Like, even though they cause me a lot of mental and emotional harm, I don't want anything to happen to them or their children or their grandchildren or my point is, or their family members, any of that. Like, but they did taint the person I was supposed to be. Like, they caused me to be very pessimistic. Caused a lot of bitterness, like a lot of self-hatred and bitterness to happen, like a lot for decades, which I hate, because it's just a mess. Like, I was already having problems before those two bullies happened, but had gotten worse after that. Like, um, and I don't wish that on anybody, not even my enemies. Like, I don't wish that kind of emotional trauma or mental trauma on anybody. You said in your experience, for the most part, I read that wrong. The most part, bullies grow up. I do wonder if they. I don't really. I see. I try. I told. I don't think I told that before. I tried to reach out. This was back in college. When I was in college, I was trying to reach out to. I tried to reach out to one of my bullies because I wanted to say what I wanted. I wanted to see if they remembered me because I was about to go through the whole situation, and after I was about to, because back in the situations for the bullying, I never stood up for myself, so I wanted to talk to them. I think it was through Messenger, it was through Facebook or something, and my one friend was like, Mariah, don't do it because he knows me well enough to know that I probably would, because I was not in a good space right there. I was really kind of pissed when I was gonna do it, so it wouldn't have gone well, at least on my side. Um, so he was actually, I'm grateful for him. Like, he's awesome. I don't talk to him as much. We're on the same age though. We're in the same year. We're the same year. I met him in college. He's an awesome guy too. But I just think that I think it's interesting when people say they've never gone through hard things. I'm like, what? People look at me there thinking, what the hell? Like this, I remember this one guy from high school who I actually used to be really good friends with, but then he was like, "You've never been through anything," and I'm thinking, and I got so pissed. And then we had this whole arguing, like fallout, and yeah, that was kind of like went. I know he was in the military at a point. That doesn't give him the right to disrespect me though. Um, he was actually a really good friend at one point. Like, so it was kind of surprising to see like him like say like I hadn't gone through anything just because he was in the military and went through things. I never discounted that he went through things. I would never say that, like, 'cause I don't know your life after school, like after high school. I could never say that. Like, it's like me if I had said one of my other classmates who went to the military, like if I ever said, which I would never say, he's never been through things. Like, even if he didn't go into the military, you don't know what happened after high school. Like, you don't know what people went through after high school. Like, I can't speak on that. Like, people have different experiences, both good and bad. Like, I've been through a lot of stuff since high school. Like, people die, people, like, I will never forget that day. It's almost been, oh my gosh, it's almost been 15 years since Shannon died. I feel sad about that when I'm thinking, don't get upset, Mara. It's not fine, but it's fine. That makes me sad because she didn't even get a chance to go to college. Like my point is, you don't ever know what's coming in your life. Like, I'm sure she never thought she was gonna die. I can't say. I never thought she was gonna. I didn't say she was never gonna die ever, but I didn't think she'd die that young. Same with Lexi. I never would have guessed that would happen to her either. Like, the thing is, I found out the most random things. My gosh, and that the one with Shannon hit me way harder than Lexi. Not that Lexi's was any less different. Was any her life? Both of their lives are valuable. That's my point. But I knew Shannon more than I knew. I knew Lexi, but the point I'm making. Oh hi, Junior. But the point I'm making is you never know where your life is going. Hence why I say about the true crime thing. I said to my dad, even though he doesn't like when I say it, and I'm pretty sure most people don't like it when I say it. Oh yeah, also, for anyone that doesn't know, I was telling my exes, like in the last, like before this week started, I had like so many experiences with water, like choking on water while I'm drinking water, and like I literally was telling him, I told him I think I could die soon because I kept choking on water, and I don't have any water on me right now. I was telling him, I said I was getting to the point where I started to hate water, and like I was telling him I'm probably not gonna drink it soon because like I keep choking on water because it gives me the same experience of when I almost drowned twice when I was a kid. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's not happening. Like I couldn't. Has anyone ever? I'm gonna ask this because I don't know if anyone's ever gone through this. When you're drinking water and you're trying like you can't like you're trying to just swallow it of course or trying to swallow you're attempting swallowing but your body wants to like reject it or something. I'll explain that. Like for me, I was trying to breathe and I breathed it. Listen, I was trying to breathe and I breathed the water down my one of my holes in my lung, wherever the wrong hole or whatever. So I started coughing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die because like my body can't because my I can't swallow because I'm choking on the water as I'm drinking the water. So how am I supposed to like survive this? And like I had like several days, well, it was like 3 days in a row where I kept choking on water, like choking on water, drinking water, choking like I was thinking, God, I can't. I swear, I told God, I said, if this keeps happening, I'm not drinking. I am not drinking water anymore. If it keeps happening, I'm not going to drink any more water ever. My dad was like, my ex was like, you have to drink water because you have to stay hydrated. My dad was like, how are you going to not drink water? Like, you have to drink water. And my mom was like, I understand why you wouldn't want to drink water. And what I started doing now, even because I'm now extremely cautious, unfortunately, I started taking really small sips of water. It's embarrassing. It's true, though, I swear. Because every time I choke on water now, I've relived the experience of I know I swear I don't know how I got out of the water when I was really little. I mean before of the age of 5. I don't know. I swear I don't know how. I know, of course, I know I'm alive, so I must have gotten out of the water. But I don't remember. I don't know if I don't remember how I got out. Like the second one, I know my aunt came behind me and my sister, both of us, and pushed us in the water, which I think was the most dangerous thing she could have ever done. Before she did that, she should have asked if we knew how to swim because she's very lucky we didn't drown. She's very lucky because we could have drowned because both of us did not know how to swim. And the problem I had, and I still will never, it's the reason I don't like pools. It's the reason I really don't like pools because of that reason. Because both of those incidences, I fell into pools. I don't mind open bodies of water. I know this is freaking weird as much, but I mind pools, like enclosed pieces of water. Like, it wasn't a prank. Actually, it wasn't a prank, Nick. It was not a prank. I don't think she was trying to prank us. I think she just assumed we could swim and just pushed us in. I don't think that was a prank. It's interesting to me. Why before you push your nieces into the water, at least ask them if they can swim. Even if they can swim, maybe don't do that. Because what if we had been knocked? What if we had hit our head on the back of I think about things. I know I'm weird. I think about things. What if we had hit our head on the back of the darn pool and one of us had drowned because we could not, like, get to, our head, we're unconscious on the water because we hit it and you wouldn't even acknowledge that. And like, so no, even one thing I told my parents, I said, even if I had kids and they could swim, I would never go do that to them because I would remember what happened to me. And the thing is, like, be honest, if we had drowned, she wouldn't have been able to save because she cannot swim either. So that's the one thing I said. I said to my parents, I said, if we had drowned or we were drowning, who the hell's gonna save us because she can't swim either. Like, what in the, like, see, my parents would never do that to me. My parents would have never done that. Hell no. Like, fuck that. That shouldn't say no. Well, what I've been through, they would never do that to me. I'm glad I don't have your parents, because I would be like, if my parents did that to me, I would never ever talk to them again. Ever. Like, ever talk to them. Would you, if they would dunk my head, yeah, the hell I would. The hell you, no, the hell you wouldn't. That's not. That's what the hell no. I'm serious. If my parents ever did something that my aunt did, like if my parents had done what my aunt did, I would not be talking to them ever again, because that's absolutely not. Because what if we had drowned? Like the one thing I told my dad, I said she would have been guilty if she had drowned, if both of your kids had drowned because of her, of what she did. Because we could have easily, both me and my sister could have drowned from that. That's exactly. Oh, they did it to teach you, but still, they think that's dangerous personally. But also, I'm talking from a perspective of someone that was almost drowned more than once, so maybe it's a different thing. I still think it's cute that you're a fan, Nick. I know I'm weird. I think you and my ex would be really good friends, for real. Like, I feel like you'd be good at pranking each other. I don't know why. I'm gonna tell him I said that too. I'm gonna tell him I said that to you. I'm not. It's not weird. Like, 'cause I tell him about like how I have really good, awesome moderators. I tell him not. I'm glad. I told him I also am glad he doesn't come into these streams, because he'd get mad at me being like, um, disrespected, and like he'd get mad, and he probably would block him, but I would know to unblock him, because I would know who it is if he told me. I told him no. I told him he should. I'm glad that I told my best friend and him, which he's my second best friend, that I'm glad he doesn't come into these streams, because I don't want you to see like some of these trolls. I did tell him that you guys do an awesome job with the modding, but I just think it's a lot. Today was it's interesting how many subs. I mean, so how many trolls there were today. I don't quite understand what made today different about what made today different. I'm not quite sure. But I'm trying to think. I'm looking forward to doing some more art on Wednesday, but you guys do no. You have to. I know you do your. I know you. Listen, I know that you and Mildred do your best. I do know that. That's what I tell them all the time. I said you got, and you do awesome. I'm never gonna say you do any less. Like, I am very grateful to both you and Mildred. But I just wish people would just stay in their lane. That's one thing that people don't seem to. I think people think that's actually some of these trolls think that they can just come on this channel and say what the fuck they want, and they don't realize who they're dealing with. Like, either I'll ignore or get mad, which you've seen. I don't sometimes, because sometimes it's pushed to a point, because some people purposely, like, after one troll says something, the other one starts saying, so it gets me after a point. But sometimes I just like blatantly ignore, like, I don't really know what sets me off. Oh, hi Marcel. But you left. Wonder. I really wish I could know. Like, I wish there was like a poll I could do. Where I could see like what the demographic of people in this live stream is. What place in the world do you come from? Because I'm very curious about that. Because I know we get people from the UK, all these different places. And I'm thinking, what? I know we definitely have some people from India, because I can tell by some of the names. Africa, I've heard. South Africa. Australia. I know I have one friend from Australia. He comes here every now and again. The U.S., like I'm from. We had someone from the U.K. I kind of wish, you know what I wish? I know it sounds freaking creepy. I wish I could hear, when people type, I wish I could hear their accent. It's not weird. It's only weird if you think it's weird, but I don't really care. I don't think it's weird. I wish when people typed, I could hear like how it would be said when they are typing. It's not weird, okay? It's not. I want to know like what kind of accent people have. Because I like accents. It's weird. It's weird to most people, but it's not weird to Mariah. Mariah gets why she says it. Not to be creepy. I just want to hear how like for Nick, I wonder how he sounds when he like speaks. It's not weird. Because you can hear how I speak. I want to hear how it sounds like. Oh, it's just. It's creepy, but not creepy, but not the trolls. I don't want to hear the freaking trolls. No, the trolls don't deserve to get the no audience. I want to hear how the freaking everybody that's actually sweet in this chat, like how their voices would sound. Only I can hear it. Nobody else can hear it. Like the. I'm not trying to be rude. Not the mods. Only Mariah can hear it because Mariah's channel. And Mariah wants to hear the voice, how the voices sound. Because I would love to see like how the differences in the like. It would tell me also the demographic without having to do a poll. It would be great, but I don't think they'll ever get to that point where you can hear how someone sounds based on their freaking typing. But and not the rude people. The rude people are what's it called? Excluded from this feature. That's what I wish. You wish you could feel like exclude all the trolls from this feature, and then all the people that are like really awesome and like sweet and like nice and whatever in the chat. I could hear how their accents sound. Like are they like how I know Nick does? He can speak in both Afrikaans and English. I'm pretty sure. I bet his accent's like brilliant. I used a word that people use in the UK. I don't care. I don't care my mom's what people say. I like the British accent because I think it's elegant. I don't care. Nobody says I don't care. I don't care. Like I I wish I had an American mixed with I wish I had a British mixed with an American accent. It'd be awesome. Dang, because I'd be both half my parents, and I'd be like, why can't I have that? Like, I want that. I want. Like, I never had anyone say that I sound like I'm Australian. That's really interesting. Like, I would be awesome. I want. That's not fair. Like, I want. Damn. I know. I'm probably like the weirdest person most people think. You said, yeah, be like, dude, that would be hard. No, no, I don't. Nick, I don't want it. I don't want voice notes. No, I don't want. I'm literally not playing. I meant as they type, I can hear what they're saying. Mildred or Nick, can you tell me what that message says? If it's rude, do not let it through. But if it's fine, pass it through, please. Because I don't check them because sometimes those messages. Thank you. It must have been rude because Nick blocked it. I don't want. If it's rude, I figured that when you blocked it. I love that it still does a thing about health and review. It probably was something disrespectful, racist, or some kind of thing about like some body part. I'm just glad that I know it sounds weird, but I'm glad that Warren's not in here. I'm not really sorry about that because I told you guys last week if he had came in my Saturday stream, I would have blocked him. Like that's what it was because I've gotten to the point where I can't trust that anymore. So I'm blocking when I don't trust something. I'm not. I'm just from now on. If I don't trust something, I'm blocking it. I don't care anymore. Like because the whole situation, if it screwed my brain. I need to block it. That's literally how my brain literally thought now since this whole situation. So it's actually so ridiculous. Dude, we literally have 50. Based on what I'm looking at, we have 54 more. We only need 54. I hope he never comes back. I want Jerome to come back though. He was like a smorgasbord of trying to figure out what is happening. Plus, like, I want certain people to come back that actually can deal with Mariah's funniness and get me, but I don't own me. That's the one thing I love about my ex. He knows he doesn't own me. No one owns me. And, like, he's always the most respectable person. Like, not many people are respectful. There are some. People that are actually awesome in this chat are respectful. The ones that are not, get the hell out. My gosh, this has that many views? No wonder we had so many trolls, Nick. Supposedly, what I'm looking at, it says we had 609 people view this particular live stream right now. So no wonder we had so many trolls earlier. Huh. And supposedly we got 13 new subscribers. I don't know if that's good or bad, because it could be bad or good. I gotta figure out when I want to add. Thinking when it gets to 1580, I'll put up the voting of what we're gonna do for 1600. And so, honestly, I've had more than that in one stream before. Like, I think the most I've had is like 20 viewers in one stream. I've had in subscribers, but I think the reason it's less and sometimes this is because of how I block how I on Saturday streams I do not put in is subscriber only. So I gotta figure out when I get to 1580. When I get to 1580, I'm going to put up the poll for what topic to choose for 1600. I like that my celebratory streams are only what was I gonna say? Oh yes, only subscribers only because it's a more intimate feel than like the disrespectful people are not be able to come in. Hmm? What do you mean? The Mexicans in LA. Oh, you're talking about the protest stuff. I don't think honestly, I don't I don't think there's anything I don't have anything against people that are Mexicans. I have a friend that's Mexican and I wouldn't yeah, I don't know what happened to no, I don't you can leave. I don't want you in my chat. Oh, you had the same thought I had. Thank you, Nick. I was literally about to block because that was so rude. What was the point of yeah, I'm not answering you, William, because I know what you're trying to do. I'm not answering that. You see what I'm saying, Nick? It's like when I get in a good groove, then there's more trolls that come. You see, like, like what the fuck? Like I don't get it. What was the point of him asking the question was to tell me what? Why don't you fuck yourself? That's what. See. I'm so glad some of these trolls are not in my like my area because they would be getting certain things happening. Nick, I swear, remember my saying? I can't say it on here because I'll probably get in trouble. I'm not allowed to say my saying that I have for people. You can get off my channel, Ali, or whatever. I said get off my channel. Disgusting. See what I'm saying? It's gotten worse with this. What the hell is going on? Why are all the damn YouTube? You're like pissing me off right now with all these damn trolls. What the fuck? Why are you giving me all these trolls today? I don't like that. You should go. Maya, don't say it on here. Don't say it. You got to be respectful of Nick because he's a guy. Oh, so making me mad. Breathe. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my gosh, it's fine. Oh, they're testing my list. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it cut like that. Maybe because I was getting mad. Maybe it's like that because I was getting pissed. What, Raya? Be nice. Be nice. We have to be nice. See what I'm saying, Nick? I told you I have a temper. It's a thing. Oh, ugh. You said. Mildred. No, you're not your fault. I lost connection. You're fine, Nick. You're good. What is that? No, I brought. Why the hell am I on a trending list? What the fuck would I? I'll be nice. Wait, a trending list as in a trending list for freaking losers, or a trending list for like freaking damn trolls? Please God, don't be that. Not the second one. The first one is, I guess, is a. I don't think any of us are losers. I think. I don't know. This is a lot. Like, why the hell? There's so many trolls. No, I know what that person. That person is just like my bully, a bitch bully too. One of the bitch bullies I hate. Like, I hate bullies. All the bullies can go and. I want to say things, Ra. Be nice. Oh, it's hard. No, I swear, I'm trying real hard not to get really angry. Oh, no, I can't say it because I'm not going to offend Nick. He's a guy and I can't offend guys on here. It's so rude. It's because it's the only thing that... Oh, because girls don't have that. Oh, I'm so trying to be nice. You can do this. Oh. Nick, I can't do it. I don't want to be rude. I can't do it to you. No. It's like rude. I can't. It's a thing when I get really angry. I don't know. That's why I can't say because I think I'm gonna get in trouble with YouTube, so I can't say it. I've said it to people when I get so pissed because I'm like done. Like, I can't say it. I can't. I have this. It's called I'm censoring myself. No, Mildred, I can't say it. Because I think I'll get in trouble with YouTube, so I can't say it because they probably think, oh, it's offensive. I hope the one who did unliked it was probably. I have a feeling this is gonna be the most unliked video. I mean, unliked stream because we blocked so many people, which I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about by that. I want to see actually. I'm gonna look at it because I can look at I'm gonna look at it. How many? We have 2 people dislike this thing, which I'm not surprised. It's gonna be more by the end of the night. I'm trying to be nice. It's hard though when I get angry. This is why my anger can be dangerous because of how mad I get. Typically, I don't tend to censor myself, but only because I'm on YouTube why I'm censoring the word I want to use. It's not even just the F word, it's something else I can't say. It's something I say when I'm completely done with somebody, and it's very offensive to men. It is. It's why I can't say it, and Nick doesn't deserve to hear it, because he doesn't do anything to piss me off. The other people that are men deserve to hear it, that are being disrespectful, then they deserve to hear it. Now, the ones that are not being disrespectful do not deserve to hear that. That's what I'll say. I'm trying. Luckily, I haven't used it too many times. I've used it a few times. It's kind of, they deserve that. I know you're not offended, but I can't say because YouTube probably going to take this stream down. Because I can't. I can't. Oh, but it's so hard to hold it in when I get mad. Okay? I know you're not easily. I know you're like my ex-boyfriend, just like him. He's not easily offended either. Even though I think I offend sometimes, even though I'm not trying to. Even though he says I'm not offending. But sometimes I think he's just being nice to me. But then I'm thinking maybe he's not. Maybe he's just being honest and I think I'm being offensive when I'm not. I don't know. It might be a darn trauma mechanism. How the hell if I know anymore? Oh my gosh. But some people deserve me to say rude things, mean things to them when they're disrespectful to me. Like that one, I'll message it to her later. but wait, I don't know, can she tell? No, she can't. If you were on Twitter, I'd message it to you, Nick, but I'd message you what I want to say, but I can't message you it because I can't say it on here because I'm not trying to get my channel balls be taken down because they may think it's hateful, even though I'm not being hateful. It's called I'm fucking done is what it's called. And when I'm done, my brain filters out what I want to say, and it doesn't have the filter. I should say, it does no longer have the filter, so the filter that was in place for this particular statement, it's like, no, I'm not from Africa. But, like I said, yeah. Because you're a man, I can't say it. Because you're a respectful guy, so I'm not saying it. Yeah, Nick is, though. Oy vey. Please don't say anything insulting, Ghost Matrix person. Because that will be the easiest way to get blocked. I'm just going to tell you right now, because we had so many damn people on here being disrespectful. I'm so sick of it. Like, in literally only 2 hours, and we had so many trolls come to this channel. I don't understand. Nick, is trending a good thing? Being on the trending, I don't know if that's a good thing, being on the trend list or not. I feel like it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. I feel like I get more disrespectful things than most streamers do. Like, Scammer Payback and the other big streamers, I feel like, they get rude things happening to them, but I feel like it's never based on their race or anything. I feel like I get a lot more stuff based on my race and my people are sexist as hell and racist as fuck on this thing. A lot of them. It's so fucking annoying. That's what it is. Like, I'm sick of racist ass bastards and sick of sexist ass bastards too. It really gets on my nerves. Like, the thing is, you want to be racist and sexist, why don't you go be racist and sexist to your damn selves? See, this is why, some of that is better than what I was gonna, I think that's a good statement. When you racist and sexist, why don't you be racist and sexist to yourself and leave me alone? Like, I didn't do anything to you. I don't even know you, so why are you bothering me? And I'm not sorry for what I said. Now, I don't agree with the violence at all. Like, I don't, like, the people that were saying they want to call the police on me for no damn reason who don't even know me. Why don't you go to jail yourself and leave me alone? Thank you. Maybe that's where you need to be. It's not rude because telling me you're gonna call the police on me to me is a threat in the same way. I just don't get it. Like, they're probably the same people that freaking probably swat and dox people like a creep, which I think is absolutely sickening to me. But I would never do any of that stuff to other people because I've seen what it can cause. And the people that were in here earlier saying, "Oh, doxing and squatting is funny," or whatever. How the hell is that funny? That you can call someone their life, you imbeciles. See, this is what you get. Unfiltered Mariah. I'm typically unfiltered, but when I get mad, it's way worse. Which is why I tried to keep my anger at a certain point, but that crap was like, you found, oh gosh. You said for the most part, wait, you found a what now? Oh, what? Did I read that wrong? Hold up. Maybe I read it wrong. I found the troll's first gateway. Oh, you figured it out. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm glad you figured it out. Wait, so what tells you? Give me. Dang, I wish you. This is why I need you on Twitter, Nick. I need you to message me like, what is the Okay, thank you. I guess I don't know how to respond to that. Thank you, Mildred, and thank you. I don't know how to say your name. Con. I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna say Con because I don't know how to say the rest of it. And I'm not gonna try because I'm gonna butcher it, and I don't like messing with people's names. It's a thing. But I think people think funny. I swear. I wonder if question for guys in here, and please be respectful. First off, all males. Question. When a girl gets mad, do you think that's a turn on or a turn off? I only ask the question because I want to know the answer, and there's a reason I want to know the answer. Please answer now. I'm serious. I really want to know the answer to this question. Turn on. Nick, what? Neither. Okay. Any other guys? We got 3 guys. Wait, this is really only 3 guys in here. I guess there is. Whoa, okay, so I guess majority is guys. Okay. Oh, fuck no. Like, because the reason I asked that question is because of something in my past, so I was trying to figure out, is that actually a freaking turn on, or is that a joke? Like, it's people playing. Okay. Because I don't get it. Like, I cannot see myself being turned on by someone. I'm also a woman. Maybe that's why. I can't see myself being turned on by somebody being hot. I mean, by someone being mad. I can't see myself being turned on. Why the fuck is that hot? Like, I remember in my past, instance in my past where this might be nice. One of my former friends thought it was a good idea to make me mad and use sexual things like which see this did not make me happy. First off, I don't deal with disrespectful people when it comes to I don't deal with disrespect being done to my family members, so that shit wasn't about to fly. First off, getting mad I guess is fine, whatever, but pissing me off when it comes to using my family involved in that shit. He was lucky my ass was not in the same state he was in. I would have hurt him. Like, I told him, I said to him, you're lucky I'm not where you are, because I would have really hurt. No, I'm fine. I'm just saying, I don't deal well with disrespect towards my family. That's the thing I don't want to deal with. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, well, me and him are not friends anymore. That's not why, but I'm glad he ended the friendship now I think about it, because the whole situation was fucked up. Like, especially him being married, and the whole thing was selfish on both our sides. Like, I was like, no, I never wanted to. I'm not a gangster. I'm just Mariah. But But no, but he would have gotten hurt because he was disrespecting my sister. I kept telling him to stop, and the more I told him to stop, the more he would do it, and that's the reason why. Because I don't deal well with disrespect of any of my family members. I don't care who the hell you are. I don't think that shit is not like okay. Like if I tell you to stop some shit, if I tell you to stop when it comes, and I'm not, and he knew I wasn't playing. See, he was fuck. No, he was. Now that I think about it, he was a fucking bastard. Now I think about it because his ass was over here married, talking to me. Not that I had any feelings for him because I didn't. I was being selfish, and so was he. I was really sick at one point, like a few years ago. Really, really sick. Thought I was dying. He was the same. This is the same bastard that was like, Mariah, you should send me some nudes because you're like dying, and I'm like, and he was laughing like it was a damn joke, which it wasn't, by the way, because thought I was dying. I literally had thought I had cancer at one point. Luckily, I did not. That shit was like I didn't even think about because I think back on it now. It was a shitty thing, to go through, but back in that actual, well, happy early birthday to your daughter, Junior. But oh, thank you, Con. I like these glasses too, but I like my other ones better because I call them superhero. I call them Superman glasses, even though I'm a girl. I guess it'd be Supergirl, whatever. But yeah. But I'm saying like the whole situation was fucked up. Okay, he was using me. I was using him. He was married, which makes no. First off, we should have been doing what we fucking were doing. Like, even though it never crossed over into the physical world, even though he supposedly said he didn't have any feelings. Oh, hi, Marcus. But like to me, it's really the odd part is when I was like this one. Okay, he was the first dick pic I ever had gotten. Like it kind of shocked me because I had never gotten a dick pic before. Whatever. He was like, I accidentally sent it to you, Mariah, because I was drunk. I don't know. He could have been drunk, but then he could have. But then I'm thinking he could have done that to freaking just sort of shock me, like oh, because I feel like he could have maybe did that thing like, oh, you do like that like kind of thing, and so I'm thinking, what the hell is this shit? Like we're doing this. Um, Honestly, I don't like talking about politics on here. Just to be honest, Thomas. Um, what was I gonna say? The whole thing was a whole horrible situation because I'm thinking he's married, he has a kid over here. Like, why was he? If I don't think he accidentally sent it because I don't think he accidentally sent it. He said he supposedly sent it because he was drunk. What the hell ever? Because in my opinion, you have to actually take the picture and then you have to push the send button. So I feel like he might have already had that planned and then he just pretended maybe he could have been a little bit tipsy or whatever and possibly sent it because I've done that when I was like, but I never pretended. I never pretended to say I did, like pretended and like or acted like I, because he was the same dumb person I said. I'm like never sending you like any kind of picture that's like a sexual picture. Like I've never sent news and I don't ever plan to. I think that he purposely, yeah, but he's the same bastard. See, I'm trying really hard not to, see, I'm trying not to curse about him, but he just made me mad. He would always say, Mariah, you're ugly. He was like, you're ugly. This girl is better looking than you. Like, I think he thought it was gonna make me jealous. It didn't do anything. And I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Like, which is really kind of weird because, in my opinion, if you don't have feelings for somebody, you're like, you don't try. I feel like you don't try to kind of make them jealous. So I'm like, so was he actually supposedly, aka he says he doesn't have feelings, but did he actually have feelings or was that a joke? I don't really, honestly, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I'm like it was weird because also I never thought about this. My mom was like, ew, it's really gross if he was into me. Like that's actually like literally. I remember this one time he called that picture he had sent like caused. I was in like a supposed a relationship, which I don't really now I don't see it like that. He was because I told the person that he did that. He was like he broke up with me, which I don't really feel bad about that now because that guy was a bastard anyways. The other guy, not the friend I had. The guy he was very controlling and tried to make me do the I didn't want. So I really don't care about that relationship. But the thing I had was that about that situation, he was like, right, I can just fix it for you, and like he was like, shut the hell up, I can fix it. I'm thinking, and I said, just leave it alone, like leave it alone, and I'm like, huh? I don't quite understand the concept of an it girl. And I never understood that. Like, what exactly is an it girl? Because I would not classify myself as that. I just can classify myself as Mariah. That's about it. Um, that's all I know. But yeah, I'm definitely not a supermodel type person. I'm just like a very odd myself, Mariah. Like, I don't really know. There were people probably that considered it girls probably in school. I just wasn't really around them. I was more of a kind of like misfit, kind of outcast kind of person. Like, to be honest, that's what I've always kind of been. I've never fit in, which is not, it's just fine because everyone fits in. And like I'm definitely a gamer. I like games. That's how I met my boyfriend. Like I met him through a game. He had left for a while, then he came back, and like it was weird because like it went from this, it went. See, this whole thing happened. This whole situation happened because I was really sick, and I was like, Mariah, we have to have some experiences in life before we possibly die. So I was like, no, I'm not tall at all. I'm only 5'4", so I'm kind of short. But it went from Chris, which I miss him so much. Went from Chris to Ryan to, then Ryan was like, actually no, it went from Ryan to Chris, then it went to one of my other friends. It was like a whole thing because I was like having this whole selfish situation because I was like, I'm dying so I can, let me have experiment some stuff. Even though none of this stuff ever came into physical being, which is great because the whole thing would have been a mess for everybody involved, like the whole situation. My emotion would have been all effed up, and like it was a whole freaking thing. And I'm for sure happy that me and Posh nothing happened there. Like, yeah, I'm only 5'4", like I'm not that tall. 5'4" is, I don't like being 5'4". I feel like it's short as hell, but also I'm comparing it to my family members, so but unfortunately, Slim, I would not say that. I'm doing my best to overcome an eating disorder. Still have the eating disorder mentality. It's so freaking annoying. Um, and it's not easy to deal with at times. But back to the thing. I just think like I'm glad. Like I remember it was so weird. So there was this one time where I was dating my ex. Because we were still dating, whatever. One of my friends. Yeah, from gamer. He was a gamer. It was weird. So like I was talking to my ex. Well, he was not my ex at the time. We were still dating, and like it was so okay. I'll tell you this one story. Kind of it's so weird because I don't know. I feel like I don't understand what was happening in the situation. So he was dating someone else. I was dating someone else. I don't like him like that. He doesn't like me like that. Whatever. We had our past thing. Whatever that had finished and like whatever. So I was like talking to him at random, like because we still were talking off and on, but not in a sexual way. Just to point that out right there. Okay. So I was telling him at one point there was like me and my ex were like we do this the sexual like talking like sex talk whatever. So um I guess because because I was turned on by what was happening in that. I will tell I never ever would cheat on my ex. I never did. So I guess because I said I was turned on, like I don't know if the guy was turned on too, I think. Because I was turned on, he was turned on, which makes no sense at all. Like I guess maybe he was talking to his girlfriend at the time, which is now his wife, which is I think is precious. But it was like I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, don't send me that shit. Like, don't send me that shit. Don't send me that. Like, I told him you have a girlfriend over you. Don't be sending me that. Like, I didn't tell my ex because I didn't because I did not feel like that is not my, because I was not in turn on or whatever, or wasn't involved. Like, how do I tell, like, how do you tell your ex who was like, well, technically it was my boyfriend at the time. My boyfriend, like, you got sent this picture, but like you didn't ask for it because it sounds like you're cheating, but you didn't cheat. So like, and the thing is, like, we were long distance, so it's like he's a different state, I'm a different state. How can I prove that I didn't do nothing? It's like, so I never told him. So I was like, let me. I'm not like, because I feel like because I was telling him like this is not meant for me. Like, I feel like it wasn't my place to tell. Like, I don't know whose place is whose was I supposed to tell him, because I wasn't cheating. I wasn't doing anything wrong. All I was being was Mariah. I was talking to him. I say, how are you, and all that stuff. Like, random. I didn't say any sexual stuff to the guy, the other guy who was got turned on by me saying I was turned on by my boyfriend at the time. Like, how do you explain that? Like, I've never told him to say, and I don't plan on telling him because that is just weird. Like, how do you tell him you got sent like a dick pic from someone when you didn't cause them to send the dick pic, because you didn't I didn't like I could see if I was like if I was like talking to him like sexually and then he got turned on and then it caused like an arousal or something, that would be, I would call that cheating, because you're in a relationship doing that with somebody. Like, on, I could see on my friend's side that because they're cheating. I could never tell his wife, because I feel like that'd be wrong. Like, no, I didn't need the thing is, I don't even, and it wouldn't change, and also I would never tell them, either one of them, any, because I wouldn't want to ruin, like, I would not want to ruin his marriage. I would never do that, and I definitely wouldn't, it wouldn't change anything, I agree. And the reason I kept it to myself is because I just felt like it wasn't my place, because I didn't feel any feelings towards him. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was trying to protect him from making sure that he doesn't cheat on his girlfriend, and I wasn't cheating on him, because I wasn't cheating on my ex, because I didn't have any feelings there. So I was like, let me just leave it. Like, and I don't know. I hope that was the right thing. I don't know if it was. I don't fucking know if that was the right thing or not. But that whole situation, I honestly, you are the first person, people outside of me, to know about this. Like, nobody else knows. Like the guy knew, because funny thing is, once he sent it, you can in the thing you can unsend the picture, which is kind of, which would make it seem like I'm lying, but I wasn't. In the messenger thing, or whatever, the thing we used for, like, it was for gaming and stuff. You could randomly message your teammates or whatever, because he was on my team at a point. And then we both stopped playing the game, whatever, but we still talked. And we never talked sexual after that whole, like, the thing happened way, way back before we even both were in relationships. Like, so, like, it's weird. I don't quite understand. I still don't quite understand what turned him on by me. What the hell? I don't quite understand. Like, what turned him on about me saying I was turned on? I don't quite understand. Because the reason why I thought he, like, the reason why it was confusing, because he said he didn't have feelings. So if you don't have feelings, how can that part be turned? I thought you had to have some kind of feelings for, I almost wondered, was he having like sexual talk with his girlfriend at the time, and then he came on talking to me, and then is that what happened? Like, because I don't quite understand. Like, I don't want to help him with, hell no, I didn't help in that shit. I just told him to, like, go, like sext your girlfriend. That is what I think I told him. I was like, go sext your girlfriend and leave me alone, because I don't want you to be thinking like, well, he said no, but he told me for sure he didn't have feelings, so there's no way. Yeah, I don't know why it froze for a second. That was weird. Like, he doesn't have feelings. I didn't have feelings. We both didn't have feelings. Well, at least that's what I was told. And I don't think he ever had. At least I hope he never did. It's really creepy. Um, but it's creepy because that would be weird to tell someone you don't have feelings. Even though I've had people tell me they didn't have feelings, and then all of a sudden they have feelings and whatever. I've literally had to have multiple times. It's annoying, by the way. None of the people that I used to talk to are sexed. Um, I don't do that anymore. I don't plan on ever doing that again. Um, but um, I just think it's really creepy that like people's emotions like can be. Did I play sports? I used to play I used to do track and field. I used to be a runner. I miss it so much. I swear, I wish my ex like lived near me, man. Because I swear I'd be going running, and I just need him like to walk by me or whatever, walk beside, and like, yeah, I think he might have had fidget. I think he must have been because we used to send pictures to each other, never nudes, thank God. At least not on my side. Um, we used to, that was way, I'm gonna tell you, that was like way before like we both were in relationships. Like nothing, I purposely made sure when I was in a relationship I did not send any of that crap stuff, because I would never want to cheat on anybody, and I made sure that wasn't gonna happen. Like, unfortunately that wasn't the case on other people's sides. I can't say about other people's sides, but I purposely made sure during any kind of relationship with anybody, I made sure that wasn't on my side, because I don't want to hurt somebody, because the heart is very fragile, even though people say it's not. It is actually really it's a thing that can harm somebody, and I don't want to hurt the one thing I've always said is I don't want to hurt someone. Like, for example, if the person I'm dating is not my person, I don't want to hurt them for the next person. That's the one thing that's one thing I say. Like, if someone hurt, like, for example, if someone did that to me, I wouldn't be able to trust people, and that it would make me like, after before dating the ex I was with for 2 years, um, the person before him like hurt me real bad. Like, I didn't. If it wasn't for the suicide attempt that failed, I wouldn't have met my ex, and I wouldn't be talking to any of you. I wouldn't have be talking to any of you right now, because after the ex before this ex here, I had I had 3 major suicide attempts back to back to back. So, because of what he did, he like put me through a whole lot of emotional and mental abuse. So, that's why after him, that guy there, I didn't think I'd date the one that is the most amazing person. I still think he's amazing like that today. I talked to him today, actually. I texted him today. He is my second best friend, but no worries. You don't need to apologize. It's not your fault. But the guy Jeremy, I'm naming him because he's a bastard. Not the ex. I will never name. I won't name the person that is actually an awesome person on here. I will name the bastards before him, because they are bastards. Jeremy is a bastard, and Travis are both bastards. I will name them all. Their last names I don't care, but they are both. I don't like either one of them. And I'm not saying every Jeremy out there or every Travis out there is that. Those particular two, the two ones that screwed with me, are both losers. Um, and they caused, like, Jeremy is the one who caused the suicide attempts, and like, I told this story before. There's a story where the reason why the three suicide attempts happened, back to back to back like that, was because Nick and Mildred already know this story. Where I had this daydream. I was completely fine. And then I had this flash. It was like the worst daydream I ever had. Well, technically, it was a nightmare, daydream nightmare, whatever. Because it wasn't actually night, but it was daytime. Point I'm making is, so in the daydream nightmare thing, like, there was this red truck in front of my parents' house. I don't know. I swear I don't know where he came from. I swear to you. He got out of the vehicle, like he had some kind of weapon. I don't know if it was a rifle or if it was it was some kind of dang weapon, and he shot me, shot me, and I couldn't get up. And I saw him go for the door, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really. It felt like, I swear, it felt like it really happened. And I was like, if this is gonna happen, I will stop it from happening. Because if I'm not here, he can't do it, and he can't get into my house. That's literally all the thoughts I had. I was like, if I'm not here, he can't do it. He can't get into this house and get my family, and then it will be done. And luckily, I'm glad the attempts didn't work, because like, I wouldn't have met some of you awesome people, and I wouldn't have met my ex, who is awesome too. And my best friend, no, I'm not a virgin. He was the most shitty ass. Oh, he was the most shitty person hate. Like, I hate him. I know I shouldn't say that. I hate him though. I do, because he put me through so much. I feel like if he was if he was I feel like if he was in real life, I would have, like, he probably would have, Mildred, he was fine to ask me the question. I answered the question. He was fine. If I don't feel like, also, you know that if, what happened? What was I gonna say? If I feel like, if I don't feel like answering a question, I won't answer it. If I don't feel comfortable, I won't answer a question, which I know you know. But, I think that it's important to, like, not, like, boundaries are important. Uh, Mutual respect is important. Definitely consent is important, which I don't think, and that jerk Jeremy, um, I remember this one time I was, like, really terrified because he supposedly in the military. I'm not certain for now. I'm not sure. I don't know if he was lying or not. He had, like, ghosted, and, like, I was like, oh my gosh, something happened to him, like, because he would say he would, like, get shot and stuff. I'm like, oh my fudge, like, um, yeah, I think that crap is actually, yeah, I ignored it, Nick. I saw it. I'm so sorry, that you were in an abusive relationship. Luckily, mine, for me, luckily, mine wasn't actually a physical one. I do suspect if it was in person, like, if he wasn't wherever he was, it would have been, like, an abusive relationship, a physical one, which is actually really terrible. I'm glad you got out of yours. I got out of your abusive relationship, Tanya. I've had, it caused me to have PTS. Like, I didn't think having emotional and mental abuse, like abusive stuff, I didn't think that would actually cause me to have PTSD, but it actually did. It caused me to, like, it caused me, like, I literally, there were certain things I couldn't, like, listen to or do because of that whole situation, and eventually I got it back, but it took a while, like, I think it took a couple years maybe, or a while. It took a while, to be able to do certain things that I actually liked again, because they were, unfortunately, they were associated with this bastard. Um, I'm glad you can call him a jerk and call him better than names than I can. I'm not very nice about it. Um, but, like, I know sorry if this is too personal, or do you actually like when I'm being personal? I know Nick and Mildred both know about there's this other random person. Um, don't cry, right? Don't get upset because this one situation makes me upset. Like, there was a situation that I had. My family doesn't even know about it. Like, I won't tell them. I can't. Like, I still feel shame towards it. Um, I'm not married either, and I'm 33. But, there's a situation that I had happen. Please, don't cry. Don't cry. You can do this. There's a situation I had where it was a video chat, and so this random person I was talking to as a regular person, like a normal person, where you don't, like, I didn't do any sexual nothing, whatever. This guy, I was so, yeah, I'm 33. I'm glad you think I look 21. That's actually a compliment. I take it as a compliment. But, so this guy, he was pissing me off the whole freaking day. I was getting irritated because he kept messaging Nick and Mildred. If it's rude, don't push it through, please. Because I'm not looking at the message there. But, so he, like, because I was irritated after a while. I was like, let me bitter chat this guy because he's getting on my damn nerves, and I'm sick of the hat. Because for me, sometimes when I'm irritated, I have to say the thing face to face. And I was like, okay, Brian, we're just gonna say we gotta stay in face to face. Unfortunately, when I video chatted him, the camera was not on his face. It was on down there, and my brain was, like, in shock because I was like, this is actually a thing. This is actually happening. And, like, when I was in therapy, thank God at this time. At first, when I first told my therapist, I was like, this is my fucking fault. Like, I caused this shit to happen. Like, all this, like, I'm the one that caused him to do that shit. Like, eventually I realized it wasn't my fault. I realized it was not my fault. Back before eventually I realized. But at first I was like, this is my fucking fault. If I didn't video chat him because I wanted to say what the hell I need to say to his face. And I remember he tried to call me back and, like, was like, and I was like, I'm not picking this shit up. I'm not picking it up because I already was traumatized the first time, so I'm not doing it again. picking it up to be traumatized for a second time. Because of that, I can't video chat I won't let anybody people have tried to video chat me that or some random. I don't pick up their video chats. I purposely turn the video chat feature off on. Maybe that's why my best friend couldn't get through. Now I just thought about that. It might be why when my best friend video chatted me one time, she couldn't get through because I forgot I turned that option off because I gotta tell her that I totally forgot, dude. Because of that stupid bastard who did that to me. Like, he fucking ruined it for everybody. And I know everyone has those shitting, or not shitty like that, but because of that bastard, he, like, ruined, it for me. Like, I remember, now, if I want to video call somebody that's completely different, but someone randomly video calling me who I don't know, that I don't even touch it. Like, for one of my friends, Raul, if he calls me, I will pick up because I know he's not, like, a disgusting ass bastard. He doesn't do that kind of crap. He's never done that to me. Even though when we first started video chatting, I didn't know him. Like, but I knew from the first time we talked, he was literally who he said he was. He didn't do any of that shit. He was like he's actually, I swear, even though he's younger than me, like almost 10 years, he is the most mature person. I was like, well, he's like, I tell him all the time, I'm like, you're the most elegant, mature person I ever like encountered. Like, I know age has nothing to do with the maturity level, but I'm just saying there are people that I talk to that are that are a little bit older than me and that are so immature. There are people that are younger than me that are actually very mature. And of course I know it has nothing to do with their age. It just has to do with them as a person. It's just so freaking sucky. Like, people, the thing is, I hate people that assume, I literally hate that shit. Like, there's people I had to block, like a few, maybe months ago, maybe a couple months ago, on here, not on here. We block people on here all the time, but, because of their rudeness. But there was this one person who he kept sending me pictures, and the reason I had a problem with that, because someone in my past, sent me pictures, and it was pictures of down there, and I didn't want those shitting pictures. Like, okay, so this person kept sending pictures like he was a model or whatever, even though I doubt he was. But he kept sending me pictures. I told him I don't like you like that. You're not getting the concept. So I was like, forget this shit. I said, I'm just blocking you. I didn't tell him that. I just blocked him. And this other guy I had blocked because he was mocking me, and I hate that shit. Don't mock me. I don't really like being mocked because I already have problems with my self-esteem, so you're not making it better. And the more I like said he wouldn't mock me, the more he would do it, and it was very annoying. 33 years old. Wait, how did you say I'm way older than you? I'm 33. Wait, are you like in your 20s? I hope at least your 20s. I look like a teenager. When I was a teenager, I looked way younger than this, so yeah, I guess that's a good thing. He's 29. See, my shirt says, you see here, it says, this shirt says senior when it was 2010, so that's how you can tell my age from this, because I was 18 in my senior year. And that was 15 years ago, which is freaking crazy when I think about it. Oh, hi. Yeah. Anyone have a crazier story than I do? Not a rude one, though. A crazy story. Anyone want to share their story that I can read so everyone else can hear it? I know. I was telling my parents, yesterday was 15 years since me and my sister graduated from high school. It's insane to me. That's freaking crazy to me. Like, I remember, honestly, that was one of the best bloody days of my life. I was so excited. Man, I wish we had got to have college pictures, but we couldn't because it rained on the day of our college graduation, so we didn't get pictures for that. It's almost been 15 years since I've been best friends with my best friend, and 4 years since oh my gosh, it's almost been 4 years since I've known my ex. Like the good ex, not the bastard exes. I have to specify that. It's so freaking ridiculous, but it's true. Yeah. Well, did it rain for your college, man? Because the morning of me and my sister's college graduations, we had the same, we weren't in the same school, but we had the same college graduation because it was split between different schools. Please don't hit the button said hi, I hate that freaking button. Oh yes. We what was I gonna say? Oh yes, I was gonna say, oh yes. We had the same college graduation. We had the same college graduation. We weren't in the same schools. We had different majors, so that's why I'm saying we weren't in the same schools. There was different schools on our campus. 4 different schools. We had a school of education, school of music, school of business, and school of I think teaching is one of them. But what was I gonna say? So, luckily, thank God, me and my sister. Ours was indoors, but we still couldn't get. I'm saying when you want to take pictures, you want to take them outside. So we couldn't take pictures, and I'm like, these are like get garbage pictures because when we took our pictures for our high school, we got some really good pictures. Well, my aunt got some really good pictures of us outside. I wish we had gotten to be able to do that, but it was rain. We literally had to me and my sister and me and my sister had to go run and go get like umbrellas. So we didn't have umbrellas at the time because it was raining. It was raining and that day, because we always had our hoods and whatever, so we didn't have to get umbrellas for class. It wasn't raining that bad. But for that day, it like was storming real bad. We had to go run and get umbrellas before I got to. It was horrible. Like it was hard to like have an umbrella over you while you have your cap and gown on. Like it was like kept hitting the stupid like caps. So like it was kind of irritating. And then you had to walk in your nice outfit, and you couldn't have your phone. It was so freaking annoying. You couldn't have your phone on you. It was not romantic. It was not romantic when it's college graduation. You couldn't have your phone on you. Like some people hid their. I should have damn hid my phone. Why the hell didn't I do that? I should have hid my damn phone on me. Like some of the girls had their phones in the bra. I should have totally did that, even though that would have been comfortable. But still, like, cause I'm thinking like, how the hell am I gonna find my family? Because like, there was so many freaking people. Cause it was two different schools, but there was a lot of people in each school. So I'm like, how the hell am I gonna find my family when I get out? So what I did was, which actually was a brilliant idea, just stand in the door, Mariah. Stand in the door, so we know when your parents come out and your family comes out, you can find them. And then me and my sister were on complete opposite sides. So I think my school was on his side, hers was on this side. I can't remember which side my family sat on. I think it was on closer to. I don't remember which side it was on, but I remember my friend, my former friend. I don't know if we're my college classmate who was in the same school I was, he remembers it so he reminded me, he reminded me, he was like, Mariah, I saw you. You were trying to get your diploma before you shook the hand of the person. I totally was. I tried to get my diploma. It was embarrassing because it was on they had a video of they had a video on the screen while we were like graduating. It was embarrassing. He said, Mariah, I saw you. So he said, I saw you trying to get the diploma and not trying to take. It's a lot. I'm sorry. When you're graduating, it's a lot of pressure, dude. All these damn people looking at. I felt so. It was worse than high school, honestly. All these people looking at you while you're going up on stage. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, what the fuck is this is not happening. Like, it was embarrassed. I felt embarrassed because, like, I didn't know anyone noticed that. I did that. I know I did it, but I didn't think anyone else saw it. Okay, that's worried me, but, yours was in the evening? Oh, yours is horrible. Why isn't it? That's terrible, Nick. You had to do it in the, ugh. Thank God we had ours in the morning. It was so awkward, I swear. I didn't think anyone saw that. I remember, I was like, thank God I get through this mess, because there were people, I remember, there were some people, this is so awkward. Thank God I wasn't one. I feel bad for the people that were. There were some people that asked people, like, I remember, like, it was, like, the last few days before, like, graduation or whatever. I don't remember, I don't think it was I'm not sure if it was I don't think it was my year. It was either my year or before my year. Like, me and my sister were supposed to graduate the year before. We graduated a year later because we took a year off because of financial reasons. So we were supposed to graduate in 2014, which I really wish we did because we got to miss, unfortunately, made me sad because we missed some friendships, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad we graduated when we did. At the same time, I hate that we graduated when we did because I was a year older than I wanted to be when I graduated because I wanted to be 22 when I graduated, but I graduated 23. But that's not the point. The point is, like, if I graduated when I did, I feel like a lot of things would have been different. I would have met some of the people some cool people. I wouldn't probably would met one of our former. I hope he's good actually. Now I think about it, he was our. I don't know what I consider him. He was the one that we knew in college. Like he was really cool. He was the same guy that I told you. Like, well, I said before in the past. Like, he gave me like a ride to like my internship. I was like he's a really sweet guy. Hopefully he's good. I know he's married and stuff. Hope he's good. I haven't heard from him. But like he was like the same guy who. Wait, who thought you were a cross dresser? What am I talking? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking. I literally don't know what you're talking about, Colin. I literally don't know what you're talking about. But I think that it was really interesting. He's a really sweet guy. He was like, I really hated that me and my sister went home after graduation. He lived in where we went to school, and I was like, damn. Because the reason I hated that because he came into because me and my sister lived off campus. Our final 2 years, like 2 years you live on campus, 2 years you live off campus. And so it was graduation, like the day. I think it was the day of graduation. And he came like he I think he texted me or he came to. I think he texted me. He was like, "Are you going to like grad night?" I wish I could have went because like I didn't know that they were. I didn't. To be honest, because we weren't from there. He's from there, so it's easier for him to like just stay and go to his home, whatever. And like he was like, "Are you going to grad night?" And I felt bummed that I didn't go because like I feel like we would have like became friends. I feel like our friendship was not solidified. If that makes any sense, kind of sounds weird, but whatever. I feel like I feel like he's a trickster, but like at the same time he has sweetness. If that makes any sense. He was the same. I've never actually been. I don't know what. I don't exactly. I don't really. I know for high school we had a grad night. But I don't know if it's the same as college. I'm not sure if it's the same as college. For high school, we had a grad night. So after graduation, you have it was like a party for the grads, like all the people that graduated, and like we went. I remember it was like I think it was near CSM for like in high school. I don't know what it was like for college. I heard it was fun, but I kind of wish I went because I feel like I never really had the college experience, and I feel like if I went, I would have had more of a college experience because I didn't really go to things. Like I'm not really a social person, so I was like, man, I kind of wanted to do that before like we came into the real world technically because we technically were still in the college world because we didn't actually have jobs yet because we just graduated. So like I wanted to I kind of regret not going because I feel like we would have made maybe a little bit stronger bonds than we did have and like met new people and like I don't know, I just kind of wanted to go and it's kind of weird because it's kind of opposite of my character because I'm happy I went to grad night in high school. I wish I went to it in college because um, I kind of feel like I missed out on all the college experiences because I was working so hard. So I kind of wish I had done that. Not that I didn't mean nothing to do with drinking. I just want to kind of be around people, at least see people for the last time before you move on with your life. If that makes any sense because we weren't from Salisbury. Now he lived there, but we did not. So we came 2.5 hours back home. Oh, I'm okay. Elliot, I saw what you said, and hello, even though you didn't say hello the first time, you just said how are I doing. Um, but I know this conversation was like all over the place, but I don't know. I feel like do I have regrets in life? Yes, big and small. But it wouldn't also I feel like if I didn't have regrets, then I wouldn't be Mariah. Like I feel like when people didn't have regrets, they wouldn't be themselves. Like sometimes the regrets you have are based on decisions you made, both good and bad ones. Um, they make you, if that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. I hope I make sense. I don't always know if I'm making sense, but hopefully that makes sense. Um, I do feel like a lot of my regrets that I have are both good and bad. Like good as in sometimes they teach me lessons, bad that sometimes I wish I didn't do them, but then at the same time if I didn't do them, would I be myself or would certain outcomes be different, good and bad outcomes? So yeah, it's a mixed bag. So um I don't know. I forgot that today is Monday for a second because I swear, I swear, I've been having this thing where I keep thinking it's a different day than it actually is, and then I'm like, I knew I had to stream today, but I was like, my brain, when I first saw something, yeah, I feel like life is definitely a mixed bag. I feel like that's what, I totally think I am, like, I have this nickname for myself, I totally think I'm more stormy than I am sunshine, and my ex calls me it now because I told him that's what I call myself. So I think I'm like 95% like stormy, and then like the 5% like it's the little light shining through is like the 5%. So that's what I am in sunshine. Even though when I first said what the SS stand for, he thought it just meant sunshine, like two S's. That would have been awesome if it was, but it's not. So like for me and him, I like we have our own nicknames we call each other. Like I know most people have that. I don't really, if they don't, that's their choice. But for me, oh, you said sometimes you get Saturday and Sunday mixed up. I feel like sometimes they run into each other, but I don't know if that's because of the busyness of it, or for me, sometimes it might be because of the busyness of it. Wait, how come you can't phrase it because of me? Because you can't forget Mondays. Cause I told my ex I'm happy it's Monday, and he's like he was happy it's Monday because he's off, and I said I get happy for Mondays because of this live stream. I do get happy for it because I used to not really care for Mondays. Just definitely when I was working because of thinking about having to go back to that nightmare of a job because I loved my job at one point before I had quit it. It was because of that little girl. Like, little girl would, like, I swear, that little girl is the reason why I was like, I can't do this job anymore. I wanted to do it. I've always put the kids' needs before my own. I always did it. And I also did put my coworkers' needs before my own, even though I know that they took care of themselves which as they should. Um, I I put them needs because I love kids. I still do. I just didn't like continuously being on edge and being hurt. Like physically hurts. So I was like, my mom and my dad were like, because they had saw me get hurt multiple times. Like, oh, like my dad would get pissed every time he would see like a new mark on my body, like that I know that he knows that's there for. Like, and I kept just taking it because the little girl couldn't help it, and like I do think she gave me permanent nerve damage in my leg. I do think there's permanent nerve damage down there, which upsets me, and because I can feel like a pinched nerve like at points, and I don't know why. And I think it's because of the way she bit me. It must have did something there, and it actually kind of makes me worried. And you can't really fix a pinched nerve, like I don't even. And I know if I probably had quit before that, it probably wouldn't happen. But at the same time, I can't undo the past. I don't know if it's in my other leg because she bit me in both my legs, like, and hard with metal in her mouth. Um, so yeah. And I think she had bit actually, no, she had bit my arms. Luckily, the bruises are not there anymore. Of course, I know it's not her. I totally know it's not her fault. I also know everybody in the whole school knew she wasn't supposed to be in that classroom. I don't know why they would do that. She shouldn't have been anywhere in the school, like at all. And I don't care what nobody says. And it's not because I don't care about the child. It's not why I say that. She was not. She was not. I'm not even trying to be mean or nothing. She was not mentally like well. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not. I'm being serious. On top of her having a disability, she also had some kind of mental disability too. I could see it. I don't know how to explain it to anybody. Everybody in the whole school knew something was on top of the disability. The invisible disability. You could see another one. I could see it. And I could see, and I would tell my mom. I said every time the little girl, it's something about, I swear, there's something about her face. Her face changed when she was in that little state, whatever the thing was. I don't know what the state was considered. I don't know what that would be considered. It's her. I don't know how to explain it to you. It did not look like I was. I know it was a little child I was looking at, but it did not look like that's a child. It looked like something else in her. I don't know how to explain that to you. Like if you're not there, you can't possibly understand what I'm saying. I swear, it's almost like she was two completely different, like, little girls. Like, it's almost like she was two different people in one body. I'd never seen nothing. I never in my life witnessed something like that. Luckily, they got her out of that school. But I do wonder if it happened because I quit. Like, I wonder if it was, did it get so bad to the point where that's why they called it? called whatever they did to get her out, because like everybody, the whole school, the principal, every single person knew. Like even the people across the hall were like, Miss Burley, like they could see, and like they were like, they could tell I was like having about to have a mental breakdown. Like it was evident. It's another reason why I left. I was like, if I stay here, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. I'm probably be in the hospital. Like, and I mean, I meant the hospital, like the hospital, like the psych ward part of the hospital. I mean, on top of having, because I already had my own mental health problem, but she was making it way, way worse. Like I would always think about the child when I was home all the time. Like my mom and my dad were like, you shouldn't be thinking about her when you're here. Like you should just be relaxed. I literally could not. Like she was literally on my brain constant, like nonstop, and that's how I knew things. That's how I knew, right, we got to get out of here before we. This I literally. The reason another reason I left was I swear I saw it. I don't care. Nobody says. I don't care if anyone leaves me or not. I saw this vision happen it happened, and I saw where I was knocked unconscious, and she was trying to kill me. That's what I saw, and she's a little girl. And she was in that state that I don't like describe with to me. I saw it, and I was like, Mariah, if you're having this, it means you need to get out. You need to get out. It's like a warning that could possibly happen. Because when she's in that state, she'll throw and do whatever she got to do because there was times we had to remove the other children out of that room, which means the instruction for that day was not even done. We'd have to remove them and none of the. I really wish she had. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I wish she had gone off when that parents were there, because I swear they would have moved their children from that room. And I'm not trying to be rude. And if I wonder if they had removed those children from that room, would they had removed her faster? Because there was times, I swear, there's one instance in particular I can recount. There was this time, there was a whole lot of times I can recount, but this particular time, there was a time I felt so freaking wrong because I had to do something I didn't want to do. And I didn't harm anybody, that's what you're thinking. There was a point I had to lie to a parent. I did not want to do it. Oh my gosh, I did not want to do it. And the reason I didn't want to do it because I felt wrong for lying. There was a time she was so pissed. Okay, there's a thing we do for some of the children. That we have their stuff in the bathroom, like for them changing and stuff. There was a time she got so pissed, so angry. She was in the bathroom. She peed and pooped all over the place like she always bloody does. But then she took all the stuff out of the darn things that were not hers alone. I'm not trying to be mean. She messed up her own stuff, whatever. But people paid money for all the stuff like in there. She had taken all the diapers and all the stuff you change people with and drew it all over the floor. And we had to call the parents. I felt so horrible. Because the teacher told me, he told me, you don't tell them that a child ruined them. I was like, God, how am I supposed to? Because I'm not good at lying, first off, okay? People typically can spot when I'm lying. Let's be honest, my parents can spot when I'm lying. Not that I like lying, but I'm saying they can spot it. I had to tell her, like, this, I couldn't tell her. I said, so we need more stuff for your child. Like, and she was like, what happened? See, and I was like, oh my gosh, God, how do I not, I'm like in my brain, Mariah, like, how do you, Mariah, in my head I had to tell myself, Mariah, don't say anything further because I don't want to be in trouble with, like, the people, like, not even just my coworkers, but they can get in trouble with anybody else. Then the parents are going to start questioning, why did this child do all this stuff? Then they're going to try to get, like, an investigate, even though we have got to call CPS on some of them. Like, we had to call CPS on her and, her parents and another child's parents. Like, and I don't know, like, what are we supposed to do? To me, like, having to, like, I remember one of my coworkers, well, actually, no, both my coworkers had to go home, and I was the only one that had to stay because I'm so glad I was not in the bathroom. I know I'm so rude. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just glad I was not in the bathroom. I probably would have quit that dang day. I had poop flung on me. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Because I remember telling my mom, about this whole situation. They were in the bathroom trying to get her to stop doing that crap she does with the peeing and poop. I really don't get it. I swear to God, I don't get it. I'm sorry, God, I don't get it. I don't get why she, when she gets upset, she pulls off her, like her diaper or whatever, and I don't get it. She gets in the position, you know, when you use the bathroom, right? When you're trying to go to the bathroom, she gets in that position and literally pushes as hard as she can, and like it's the most disgusting. I swear, when I first saw it, I was like in shock. I think everybody in the room was in shock because then what she did was I would literally whoever chase her around the room, don't you dare pull that down like all the time because the thing. I'm not saying that I wanted to pull down regardless, but because there were other kids in that room, I would literally get something to try to get something to cover up but also I would have to put the firm voice on, don't you dare do it. And then it would be a battle between making sure she keeps those up. This one time I was so funny. I know I shouldn't laugh, but she was in this belt and pants and belt so she couldn't take it down. It was the most funniest. I'm sorry. I had to laugh because I'm thinking, thank you God for that because I don't want to mess. Like she was so mad. She was like on the. That part was not the part that scares me. Is the part where she gets so angry she'll ride and back and forth. And one time she was banging her head thing on the back of like there was a tile thing. It was actually really terrifying. There's a tile. She was in the bathroom. She was banging her head on the back of the wall there. Hopefully my chat isn't broken now. I'm not sure. Let me look. Hold on. Let me check, please. Now I'm worried my chat might be broken. Let me check. Cause I'm worried it's broken now. Cause no one is writing in there. So let me look. Oh, good. It's not. That literally scared me. I've never in my life. I swear. I'm not telling. People don't believe me. I don't think. I swear. Look, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing or religious or whatever. I swear it was like the little girl was possessed by a demon. I swear when she was acting like that. That was. I don't care what nobody says. That was not her. The reason I know it wasn't her because when she is so sweet, it's almost like I swear it's like you're like in a there because the reason I know because there was time where she would get like she would literally sit on top of me. That's how I know it's not the same child. So I'm like, I don't get where that behavior comes from. I almost wonder if it's because actually I don't know what the hell it's from. I don't like because when I read in her stuff like her IP and stuff like she did that. I was like, there's no way in hell. I must be losing my mind. That's not real. Like the leaving the place. That's whatever. I'm not saying I want her to do that. But that's natural. That's normal with kids that are autistic. They don't like being in certain places. Or they know when certain things are happening. I get it. Even though I've never eloped, at least not that I'm aware of. The part where we tried to move her, but the thing is, we would make her go in the bathroom so she could pee and poop in there, not because we want her to do all that like defecation. And there was one time I think she smeared it all over oh my gosh, it was disgusting. I remember we couldn't even go in the bathroom because she smeared it all over the wall, and like you can't use the bathroom in there. Like we would have to take the other. It felt so bad having the kids had to go to the bathroom. They couldn't use it in the classroom because she smeared poop and pee everywhere all over the walls. I'm thinking, what the fudge is this? Like this is not what I did not sign up for this. But like I think everybody. I told them. I said if they don't get her out, this is literally I told them and they didn't listen to me. We had told them for months and months and months. I said, if you don't get her out of here, I'm leaving. I think they must have thought I was joking. I said, if you don't get this child out of this room, it had been like a couple of months. I was tired of it. I was tired of having to chase her. I literally had to chase her around and around all the bloody time because she would run all the time and elope to that gym all the time. It was annoying. She just would leave. And it was my son said, why do I have to keep always having to chase her? No one else does this crap. Oh, she's always running all the time. Like, everybody was like, people would be scared of this child. There was a thing we tried to enact. I don't know if it ever worked. I hope she calmed herself down though, little girl. I would never say I want the worst for a child because I never do. If it wasn't for dealing with that, I would probably still be at the job I had. Because I loved it that much. Like, because I saw those, every time I looked at those kids, I saw myself. Even though I'm not actually them. I saw myself in each one of those children. All the children that I worked with, that had disability, I saw myself in each one of them. And I felt so bad when I remember when I told this little girl I used to work with, she was literally crying. I felt so bad. And one of my coworkers like, you shouldn't have told her. I'm not gonna. And I told her because I wanted her to know. I didn't want to leave and her not to know. some of the other former kids I worked with, they were like, "You're leaving, Miss Burley?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm leaving." I wanted, and one of the little girls I worked with, I was telling her, I said, "Miss Burley's not going to be." I don't know if she ever understood. She probably eventually got it because she didn't see me after a point. But I said, "Miss Burley's not going to always be here to protect you." And I purposely said that because it was really hard to leave. I literally didn't want to, but I said, if I keep working at this job, I'm going to have a mental breakdown, and then we're all going to be in trouble. You won't have a person, and you'll just be like, that's what I was thinking. I said in my head, you won't have a person. I won't be sane enough to be able to do this job. We'll all be in trouble. My parents are going to have to have a daughter in a mental hospital or something. And I and I hated making my dad. Literally, when my dad told me, he never. It's not that he doesn't ever express his feelings, but he never tells me things until when he told me Mariah, he told me I'm scared. When he told me I'm scared, something's gonna happen to you. And when I saw that daydream about her knocking me out and knocking me unconscious, and her hurting the other kids and hurting me, and I couldn't do nothing, and nobody else was, no other adult was in that room. I was like, that's me. It's time to go. It's time to go, Mariah, because it means. Typically, my instincts know things before they're gonna come. Literally, I'm telling you. Typically, that's how my brain works. It typically knows something bad is coming around. And that was my brain warning me something bad is coming. If you get out of the situation, bad's gonna happen. Either you have to go to a mental hospital, or something else is coming worse. On this job, honestly, I'm surprised I didn't die on this job for real, because I told early on in the job, even before this little girl came into the picture, I almost broke my back. I'm actually surprised I didn't. I suspect I probably, if I didn't have hair, I think I probably would have died, because of the way my skull hit the ground was. Luckily, I landed on my hair because which is blessing in disguise. Because I damaged my back when I did that. It really hit the floor real hard, really hard. Luckily, I'm glad the little boy didn't get hurt. He's still a little precious little boy, little stinker though at times. Little sassy attitude he has. But it's I miss him a lot. I miss all the kids I worked with. Oh my gosh, they're about to be in 5th grade. He's about to be in 5th grade. I can't believe it. I'm gonna have to ask my former coworkers to let me know how he's doing. I'm gonna ask her how he's doing, because she still works there. I still like her a lot. I like most of my coworkers. There's one coworker I did not like, because after working with this little girl, she started treating me differently, and my mom did not like how she was treating me, because I told her how she was treating me, and it was she was starting to emotionally abuse me because I didn't behave the same way she does when it came to that little girl, and started saying the little girl's behavior, acting like that was my fault and all this stuff. And this is another reason I left, on top of the little girl doing it. That's why, because I was like, this lady keeps treating me differently. One of my coworkers had said, up to what grade does accommodation? You actually can have accommodations from kindergarten up to 5th grade for elementary school. I think I had, actually. I think for me, I think I had accommodations from middle school up to, from kindergarten up to 5th grade. And then I think if I remember, it gets your IEP or whatever accommodation you had can get transferred over to, oh, you mean the school I worked with? You said, what grades did I work with? All different grades. I worked from kindergarten up to 5th. Before working in this room I was in, I liked working with inclusion, but because they lost that, I was supposed to stay with inclusion. I really liked doing that job. Which I worked with some of the same kids I worked with that I was working with inclusion. And then I went to Achieve, which is for behavioral, which is why I didn't like it. I didn't want to go there, because there was this little boy that was just as bad as a little girl. He was way before she came in. And then she was supposed to be from 3rd to 5th grade, 2nd to 5th grade, but this little girl was in kindergarten, so I didn't understand why she was placed there, which is really why I was like, what the, because it was annoying. Every time a behavioral kid came in, they would always place them there, even if they were not in the accommodations they're supposed to be in. So I'm like, what in the hell? When I read the IP, I was like, there's no way in hell they're putting this child in this class, because our class was completely amazing. It was like the complete opposite atmosphere. It was like a chill atmosphere. It was completely fine. And this little girl came in and disrupted the whole atmosphere. The whole atmosphere. She caused like kids to be afraid and it was like a mess. I was like, one little child. We literally had to cater for her. Like I felt like bad because I felt like I was neglecting all the other kids. And I'm like, why is this happening? Like, why? Like, I felt bad, and as an adult, I can't protect this. I can't protect, even though I try my best to protect the child. She, for some reason, this little, I don't know why she would do this. She would take, those little exercise balls, right? She would pick the thing up and like lunge it at like this other girl. I don't know what the hell she would do that for. This little 5-year-old girl would like pick on the fourth grader, and I'm like, why the hell are you doing this? Like in my head, I'm thinking, why in the hell are you doing this? Like, did I take any? The parent would always say it's we're not doing something right. Why her child's acting like that's a damn lie. Yes, we would. Yeah, and we would document everything. We tell the parent. The parent was trying to say it's our fault. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. And then sometimes the parent would provoke it too, because she would not purposely not send her lunch and then come up. This is some bullshit. That pissed me off. Because she'd come up there, her child would see her bad and thinking she's going home, and then get all pissed, and then the whole damn day would be a nightmare because she'd see mommy, and mommy would be like, mommy would be like mommy would be like coming up there. I'm thinking, God, why is this happening to us? Because there was one time we literally would have to freaking shut the blinds. There's several times we had to shut the blinds because she'd see the bus thing. She would literally go and get herself and think I'm going home, and then because she couldn't go home, she would have the bloody meltdown where she would do that peeing and pooping thing, and I'm thinking, God, is this like for real? This is what we're dealing with. This, like, we literally can't even do what we're supposed to do. I can't even do my job. I felt so bad because we'd have to call the principal and the vice principal on so many dang times. Unfortunately, the vice principal, I'm sorry, but she would always say, it's the being autistic part. Hell no, it's not. I'm autistic. There's other kids in this class are autistic. They don't do this shit. This is like not what the hell this is. Everybody in that whole classroom, we all know what autistic kids are like. And I know she's autistic. This is not what this is. This was, I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody tells me. I don't care. I think she either is schizophrenic or something else. Because I swear, nobody believes me. You gotta dump. Okay. See you, Mildred. I am about to get off in a little bit anyways. But, there's no way. The parents were trying to say, she said, like, it's really interesting. The mom used to be, before she quit, I guess. She was, well, at least when we worked, she was at the school. She was a special ed teacher, which is ironic because her child is in special education classes. You would think she would understand how to help her child live better. But she kind of would. It's almost like she would love. It's almost like she liked kind of making her child like act up, and I didn't understand what kind of mess is that. Like if you know your child is gonna, if she sees you, she's gonna get upset. Maybe she should send all the stuff she needs with her, so you don't have to come up here to make her upset, to make her think she's going home because she knows mommy's coming up here. Like, why would you do that? I don't know anybody. One thing I told my mom, I said, if I had a kid like her, if I had a kid like her, I would just stop having kids after her for a while till I get her behaviors or whatever under control before I had any more. And that's not what her mom did. Her mom had another kid after her, and I wonder if because she had another kid, she thought she could just keep doing the behaviors she was doing because it gets her attention. So I'm like, how the hell are we supposed to do this? This is not our child. We're not supposed to coddle this child, so what are we supposed to do here? I don't know what to say about that. Like, what are we supposed to do? You think she probably did know. But the thing is, the mom said she knew. The mom said she knew. She literally said she knew that her child did not belong to school. So in my opinion, why did the school system let her in this school if they knew it wasn't suited for her? Everybody in the whole, I don't care what nobody says, everybody knew, like the people across from us, the people down there, like they felt embarrassed because they would always hear on the walkie, like,
we need like this, and we need this over here and achieve like all the time. Like with like the principal and the vice principal be coming in the room all the darn time, all the time, and they would say, "Can you guys do something with the other kids though? Because we have to take them out. Like, what else are we supposed to do?" Because and then when it's short staffed, it's like a whole nother thing. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I did fail. I would say the system definitely failed her. She shouldn't have. The thing is, if they knew, I wonder if from the beginning did they know this child was like this? They should have got her more help. Like maybe even if she needed medicated, then get him. I don't know if the medication would have worked, but I wonder if that would have helped. Anything. I don't know. I'm tired now. I think I talked myself out. But thanks for watching. For those that actually were awesome, for the trolls out there, can you just like stop trolling and like do something productive with your time instead of trolling? But okay. I do hope she got the help she. I do hope she got the help she needed. Love you guys and hope you have a great rest of your week. For those that are if I see you on Saturday, I'll see. Well, those that come to my Saturday streams, I'll see you on Saturday. Those that only come to my Monday stream, I'll see you next Monday. And maybe soon we'll be to like 1580, so then I can put up the poll for deciding what topic we'll do for when we get to 1600. Okay, have an amazing week as always, everyone. Bye.